And when he had made a scourge of small cords, he drove them all out of the temple. The Gospel of John 2:15. The zeal of thine house hath eaten me up. Walked in the church and the spirit got grieved. Ye have made it a den of thieves. The Gospel of Matthew 21:13. Selling the oil, turning faith into greed. This people honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. You made a market out the blood of the lamb, having a form of godliness, denying the power thereof. Timothy 3:5. Lights getting brighter while souls in chains. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? The Gospel of Mark 8:36. Lion of Judah stepping in the room. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. Book of Exodus 15:3. Is that fire from heaven? For our God is a consuming fire. Every eye will start trembling. Let God arise. Let his enemies be scattered. I'm flipping tables. My house shall be called a house of prayer. Matthew 21:13. Righteous anger, holy flames too. Be ye angry and sin not. Jesus walked in and the darkness shook, and the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. The Gospel of John 1:5. Every devil getting exposed in the room, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed. Flipping tables. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper. My God, dangerous to the kingdom of hell. And the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. The Gospel of Matthew 16:18. They love the crown but reject the cross. If any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross. Posting scriptures, but the soul's still lost. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. I see wolves hiding behind praise breaks. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing. But the lion still roars through the flame. The lion hath roared, who will not fear? But Babylon shaken when he entered the place. Babylon, the great is falling, is falling. Woe to the shepherds destroying the flock. Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture. Woe to the wolves wearing sheep clothing. Yea, serpents, ye generation of vipers. The king returning with fire and thunder. The Lord Jesus shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels in flaming fire. I'm flipping tables. The zeal of thine house hath eaten me up. Kingdom fire. I will move. Wilt thou not revive us again? That thy people may rejoice in thee. The dangerous side of holiness came. Who is this King of glory? The Lord strong and mighty. The Lord mighty in battle.
Hello, everybody.
This generation got crossed.
Y'all, I'm going to stop that right there. Listen, we're getting ready to get started. I'm going to move this. And we're getting ready to get started. I want to welcome everybody to the Brew and Crew live stream. We're getting ready to talk about Jarvis Butts. We have myself, Bam, and Mika up here right now. We're waiting on the rest of the crew. They're on the way home from work or dealing with children, and we're all families and we all have responsibilities. So I hope you guys can understand and bear with us during this time of incompleteness. Okay. All right. So that's what I want to say to y'all. So shout out to everybody in the chat. Y'all remember to hit the thumbs up. So what we're going to start with is what we're going to play first until ladies get here, because we're going to listen to some recordings and we're going to kind of react to it. Okay. And we want chat input. You know, y'all comments are up on the screen. We want to know how y'all feel about this, but I'm going to start with something that's very triggering, and that's the judge talking about Jarvis Butts' actions prior to him getting his prison sentence. This is actually his sentencing hearing. no, it's not the sentencing hearing. It's him pleading guilty. So he pled guilty to the first degree murder of his girlfriend's, well, his baby mama, because he has 5 children with this woman, of his girlfriend's niece, who he impregnated at the age of 12 or 13. So I think she was 12 when she got pregnant. She was 13 when she came up missing. So let me play this. And if you guys have any questions or want to say anything, just let me know in the chat. Mika and Bam, do y'all have anything to say before we get started?
I just want to say, hey, y'all. Hey, trigger warning. Y'all just kick back, grab your blunts, grab your snacks, grab your drinks, whatever, sit back. Let's just, do the brewing crew.
Yeah, let me put the trigger warning up too. Glad you said that, because this is going to be very triggering. This is about the death of a little girl. Very graphic details will show. Will be said in this commentary. So I want y'all to listen, and here we go. So here we go. Let me go back here. So, okay, I don't know what's going on. We buffering here a little bit, y'all. Just give me a second. Didn't mean to do that here. Why is it doing? Hold on a second, y'all. I'm sorry. Everything is buffering. Let me pull this up. Thought we had worked it all out.
For pads.
Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go.
The case regarding a trial. And the one thing I had highlighted in case is the quote, in this case there was no physical evidence such as bloodstains or a weapon leaking defendant to Joyce's death. In this case, we don't have the same facts or circumstances. I do agree this is a circumstantial case, and circumstantial evidence is sufficient for a bind over and even conviction. Um, Today is January 9th, 2025, exactly 1 year, from the day Josiah Harris disappeared. Before I get into the charges, and the main charge of premeditated first-degree murder, I have to speak on Josiah Harris and the community who failed her. And I am only presented with certain evidence. I don't know the whole story. The attorneys know more than me, the family knows more than me. But from what I have heard over the last 4 days and 5 days total, is that several people failed her. I don't know where her mother is. I don't know anything other than that she was forced to live in a home where she was not protected or given the adequate attention and love. I don't know where her father is. I don't have any mention of him in her life, no presence. To Cordell, aka King, and all the men who saw Jarvis Butts hanging out and always around these young girls, including Josiah, and his 9-year-old daughter going up to the shop to clean up his shop. The school counselor who never showed up, or the person who was supposed to show up if that counselor was absent, after Josiah was on the floor on the day she went missing, saying that she needed to speak to someone and speak to a counselor. There's no mention of CPS, but I wonder what their involvement was over the years, because this was not just a 1-year thing. There are text messages at least from 2022. To her adoptive grandmother, Annette Harris, whose testimony, in my opinion, was very questionable. I understand why the people put her on the stand to establish Josiah's residence and the house on Bedford and the regular routine, to establish also that Josiah was not a runaway child, that she was not a bad kid. I do believe she adopted Josiah. I do believe that she had 6 kids in the house. I believe that Josiah had on a dark hoodie the day she went missing, and that she had on red and black Nikes that day. What is hard to believe is that the defendant never came into the house as she testified. And there was also a minor that testified that he did as well. Text messages that show between him and Isaiah that he did in the basement, saying he was going to the shower, stealing her panties. He was always lurking around that house and asking for Janiyah and Zaniyah, from what I know. I even thought about the breakfast routine and saying that all the kids like eating breakfast at school. Did they have a choice? I don't know. But to always send those girls up there to clean up the shop raises questions. And how were there two women in the house who have birthed children themselves who did not notice that Naziah was pregnant, and I believe she was, and not having her period anymore?
She said, how were there two women in that house that had birthed children themselves that did not know that Naziah was pregnant or had missed so many menstrual cycles?
But then after hearing text messages today, begging Jarvis for pads as if she didn't have anyone else to give them to her. And what stood out the most was when Annette Harris stood on the stand, and she learned around 6 p.m. that Naziah did not come home from school, and said she looked around for her and decided to wait until the next morning to call the police. Without a tear, without emotion, or any expression of being devastated. And to her Aunt Shannon, who also showed no emotion, expression of being devastated from Naziah going missing. She stated that she had friends help look for Naziah, but was directed to just wait until the morning to call the police. A grown woman who likely suspected something strange going on didn't feel the need to call the police either. They were both able to go to sleep at night without hearing from Naziah or having any indication that she was coming home that night. And of course, the defendant, who I will get to in a minute. I don't know who else felt Naziah, but the community did. As far as the people establishing probable cause, I will focus on count 1, as it's been stated that there is no contention with counts 2 and 3. In count 3, I will amend based off of the motion and the testimony I heard that Naziah was 12 and not 13 at the time that Jarvis Butts had sexual intercourse with her. The prosecution is correct. You do not have to have a body to establish first-degree premeditated murder. It would have been a much shorter exam had her body been found, but this is where we are. In the last 365 days, no text messages. We all heard today and yesterday that she was very active and frequently texted. No social media for a year. We heard through testimony that she was also active on social media. No phone calls, which she was also able to do according to testimony. No physical sighting of her by anyone. She never came back to school. No one has seen her. Medical records dated from July 2014 to October 2023 indicated that she had no life-threatening medical issues that would lead to a natural cause of death. The black hoodie found in the area of 7 Mountain Berg with her DNA and blood on it. The holes in the hoodie consistent with some sort of struggle, violence, or weapon being used. And we know that there were no holes in that hoodie when she wore it to school. We saw a picture of her in a black hoodie on her last day that everyone saw her. I do believe her grandma testified truthfully about the sweatshirt that she had on and that was practically new. And the border agent who said that no evidence of animals would have destroyed the clothing or the shoes to possibly lead to animals tearing up that hoodie. The clear glasses found in the blue Nissan the day after she went missing. The behavior of the defendant when he snatched those glasses. They looked exactly like the glasses she had on in her last picture, according to the witness. The shoes that her brother described as the same shoes that were found also in the area of 7 Mountain Berg near the hoodie. While this is still probable cause, the evidence all points to Jarvis Butts. His locations, him being seen with her last, the abortion searches, the abrupt silence between the two of them in text messages. and the constant lies he told throughout the entire investigation. And they were proven to be lies with text messages and other testimony. We may never know what happened, but from what I heard today and over the last 4 or 5 days, it appears he intended to perform what he thought was a do-it-yourself abortion on Isaiah and went south, and instead of seeking medical attention for her, he intentionally killed her and tried his best to cover it up. As much as I want her to be alive today, there is at least probable cause to show and believe that she's dead and that she was murdered by Jarvis Butts. Mr. Butts, stand up. You've been sitting over there for 4 days with your head down, sitting between and behind your attorney with your mask on and taking vigorous notes. I want you to pay attention and listen to everything I have to say. I have been trying to figure out for the last 5 days, you. At one point, I thought you were cognitively impaired in the beginning of this exam. And then maybe you had the brain of a 10-year-old, and that's why you were doing such things. But as I heard more and more testimony, you're just a true definition of a pedophile. Watching you laugh and brag about all the women you have with different women, the children and the girlfriends, and making babies to groom them and having them in your presence, cleaning up your shop. And the little girls around you has landed you here today. You groomed Isaiah. You played mind games with her. We all heard that. You controlled her emotionally. She was exposed to so much at such a young age. The text messages between you two were disgusting to hear. And to think that she had you saved in her phone as bae for life. Isaiah deserved so much more. And while I mentioned other people that failed her, Jarvis Butts, you were the monster in this whole picture. She did deserve love from her parents and everyone who was in her life. She was ignored, she was neglected, and you took complete advantage of that. She wanted someone to love her, and she will never know what that feels like. Your children deserve more. As much as defense counsel has raised issues on count 1, all that has done is raise the question of fact for the trier of fact, which means that this will be for a jury or a judge to hear in Third Circuit. I pray for the healing of all the victims and the young girls and possibly boys who have come into contact with you. As a community, we should look at this case as a prime example of how much work we have
Y'all
to
hit
do
the thumbs up.
when it comes to protecting our children.
Thank you, Star.
And especially our Black girls. I pray for closure and healing for all those who have been traumatized by you. And for you, Jarvis Butts, I wish you a speedy trial and that justice be delivered. Your buyover date is January 16th at 9 o'clock a.m.
So that was I said it wrong because that was a probable cause hearing. He ended up pleading guilty to the murder of Naziah. Did anybody have anything else to say? We're going to stop sharing that right now. Did y'all have anything to say or any questions? I'm going to remove the trigger warning too so we can get into the text messages and stuff. I mean the phone call. He said you have
I had a question.
Uh-huh.
My allergies is getting to me, but the aunt / girlfriend, is anybody looking at her for like child endangerment or?
Well, to be honest, all of their children have been removed. The grandmother has sued the state to regain custody of her adopted children and all of the children that were removed from the home. All of the children in the house have been removed. They can't prove that they had anything to do with her homicide, but the neglect thing was handled, I guess, by taking the risk of all of the other children.
Kids.
Other children out of the house. So
okay.
and taking all of their children away. And for those who don't know, Jarvis Butts was also found to have done the same thing to his own daughter, who is
Oh no.
Real?
yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know that, UP.
yeah, she was the other little girl when Jarvis Butts would have his nieces, would have Naziah at the auto shop with him. He would also bring his daughter, and they talked about how the daughter and Naziah actually got into a fight over Jarvis. Imagine a daughter and
Okay,
a
I thought that was you gotta
Joy.
mute up.
You got some background, Joy.
Headphones off. Take them headphones off. I thought that was the headphones. Mute up. I thought that was the her cousin. So that was his daughter.
That
That
was
she
his
went
cousin.
into it
That
with.
was her cousin, who was his daughter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, who was his daughter. Yeah, her cousin is, because that was her aunt. He was just her aunt's boyfriend,
Oh,
father of her kid.
Okay, my bad.
So,
I had it
so
confused.
she
Okay.
had a baby she had 5 children with Jarvis, and Jarvis's oldest daughter is the daughter that he was actually sexually molesting, but they found evidence that he had touched other children in the family, like was grooming them and getting
Wow.
them ready to be molested too. So yeah,
Wow.
A lot of feedback because I wanted to say something.
go ahead, say something.
So, you guys won't be able to handle when a daughter was on a stay on what you call it?
On the witness stand.
Oh, that was a lot to listen to. And he just sat there with a blood, like the judge just said, he just kept his head down. He didn't even look up. She said, if you ruined my life, like I would never be the same. Like the things she was saying to him, and he was just sitting there.
Yeah, it seems like he ruined a lot of people's lives. But my when we listen to these recordings, you're going to see how a lot of most of these women didn't even really care about the children that this man abused. They didn't seem to care. Like outwardly, they didn't seem to care. So what we're going to do is listen to some jail calls of Jarvis Butts. You said, didn't he give a young girl? Yes, he gave.
STD.
Yes, he gave. Yeah, he gave a child, and actually, Spencer, he gave a baby an
Oh,
STD.
oh
She
no.
was a baby. I think she was under like the age of 3 or something like that. And
No.
yeah, yeah, and that's how, because she couldn't talk about what happened to her. So that was all in the court records. He had and he had been charged for that. So it's a lot. It's a lot with that man.
Mm.
But he's no longer here. For those who don't know, I'm sure a lot of y'all know though. For those who don't know, they said he committed suicide. That's what they said. But people are coming back and saying that, oh, she was 4 years old. Okay, she was 4 years old. Thandi said she was 4 years old when he gave her the STD. Yep.
Oh
So
my goodness. Mm.
Well, to be
yep.
honest, where he's at now, so
Yeah. Yeah. He is in a better place for this world. Not here anymore to hurt little girls, little kids. Because he not only hurt little kids, he hurt grown women too. Grown women too. So let's get into it. Any more questions though before we start listening to the
let me say this real
audio?
quick, UP. And from the day I heard about this case, that grandma and that auntie, they knew what the fuck was going on. And I stand on it. I don't care what nobody
Hey,
says.
Nikki.
Huh?
No, I was speaking. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. And I don't care how nobody feels, but I feel deep down in my gut, in my heart, in my soul, that them two women knew what was going on. They knew.
A lot of people say that they knew. A lot of people say that they knew what was going on. But
How
listen,
many?
I think that they would have had to have known something because CPS was in their lives prior, because at a birthday party, Jarvis Butts was trying to touch a couple of the girls that were at the party at a birth, and the kids told on him, and CPS became involved then, but then CPS backed up off the case. They said they couldn't substantiate it, and even family members were calling CPS. This all came out, on Mark's show, and a lot of people came on YouTube and Facebook, and they told, how certain people tried to intervene in the ways that they could, but nothing was done. But the thing about it is, you guys made a very wonderful point when you said, like, the mother and the grandmother knew. The mother of Jarvis Buss's children, who was this young girl's aunt, she knew from the beginning of their relationship that he had a history of child sex abuse, but he explained it that he was young and the girl was around his age and all of this stuff. Like, he believed, and she said that she believed that he needed because he served his time, she felt like everybody deserves a second chance. And now her niece is deceased and her daughter was sexually assaulted by her own father. So
I want to ask you this, you people, because I was listening to somebody, and somebody had asked about Nazia's parents, like her mom and dad. Like, where is her mom?
So her dad has since passed away. Now, her dad was advocating for her after she went missing. He talked about problems that him and the mom had. The mom, struggled with addiction, and she lived, she moved out of town. It was a lot of, how families, when you have a daughter that she might be going through something, you'll take in her child and and start raising her. That's what the grandmother did. The grandmother took in Nazia,
Okay.
because the father and her mother weren't stable. They weren't
Okay. Okay.
stable. Yeah. And then the father, he said, I don't know how true this is, because this is what he said. He said that he tried to visit Nazia and see her and stuff like that, and they would say,
Or
it's
something.
not a good time, huh?
Yeah, like they wouldn't let him, right? That's what I heard. They wouldn't let him.
That's what he said. They say that's not true. He said it was true, and he's since passed away. So nobody really knows. I don't know if anything has come out since all of that came out. So I don't know. I don't know. Truth is, how far away is truth is, because I know she wanted to react to a lot of this. Her and Millie, they wanted to talk about it. So.
Truth
There's
is,
have gag order or some type of legal reason why the mom hasn't spoken out. And I understand she dealt with addiction and things, but she hasn't.
No, she
I mean,
spoke out.
I think I was gonna say something. I thought I saw her once before, but
She spoke
mm,
out. Came and she was a part of the vigil. She was helping pass out flyers. She came from out of state and she stayed here. I think she's even been at the hearings and all of that kind of stuff, but she keeps a pretty low profile. Now, I have to say this because if you're from Detroit, you would kind of know this. Like, they were getting death threats and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, people were literally pulling up on them. Like, they had to move to different houses. People were vandalizing the mom's home. They vandalized one of the the okay, giving really bad feedback. Okay. I'm sorry. I was just
not you, UP, not you, not you.
okay. Do you have a video of the trial when the victims made? Yeah, when they made their impact statement. We can come back and listen to that. I can let me see if y'all want to hear that, because we can, because we're trying to wait on Truth Is and Mika. They really wanted to react to this. So hold
So I
on.
think that the impact statement will be good, because then when we get to the phone calls,
You'll understand it better. Yeah, okay. So let
yeah.
me pull that up.
Hey, try.
Hey y'all, hey try. Gonna trap lie. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Okay, impact statements. Hold on.
So would they, because of the death threats and pulling up to their home and stuff, well, they wouldn't be put in protective custody, would they? Because they're not
They were put in protective.
witnesses.
They were put in protective custody for a while. They had to be. I know the Detroit police had put them in hotel rooms for a while. I know the Shannon and her sister, they had gone and stayed in one of the other boyfriends' houses or something for a while. So they were kind of all over the place because this video's all over social media of Detroiters following them around, pulling up on them, videotaping them, cussing them out,
Wow.
throwing stuff at
Wow.
them. So they were definitely and still are definitely targeted, because a lot of people
Yeah.
believe that they're responsible for what occurred. A lot of people believe that. So, okay, let me see. I found some impact statements. Let me see which ones these are. So, hold on. Okay, here we go. I got to see if we can pull forward. I don't know. Okay, here's the grandmother's impact statement. I'm going to put her on the screen too.
Number and the address report on, okay?
Yes, Judge.
And whenever you're ready.
I believe first we will have Ms. Annette Harris.
So if you are going to be addressing the court here today, you're going to come right through the center door, and you're going to go to the side of the courtroom here, so the prosecutor there. And you're going to have a seat in this chair directly next to me, and then I'll explain some ground rules to you before you can speak.
And Judge, for the record, that's going to be a case ending in 218.
I'm going to just suggest if you can't hear, put your headphone. Here comes B5. Okay. I don't know what she had happen to her.
I would like to do it. Just make sure that you're keeping your voice nice and loud and clear for us.
This is Real Talk with Bougie's channel too, y'all. So I'm going to put the picture of the grandmother up.
ETTEHARRIS.
Thank you. And there are clinics there if needed. Whenever you're ready.
To the Honorable Judge Nicholas John Hathaway in the Wayne County Circuit Court.
Sorry about the sound, y'all. It's kind of low.
I would like to thank the court for giving me the opportunity to speak and stand here before you to address the concerns that me and my family have. It has been 2 years and 2 months since I reported this I missing. I want you to know that my life will never be the same. My family's life will never be the same without Messiah. And every day that I wake up with her, I wake up feeling depressed. It's another day without her. I love her and I miss her dearly. I can't tell her that because her life was
Trying to get y'all a better shot of her.
I can't tell her that because her mistake for her. Words cannot express just how much me and my family really miss and love this life. This has impacted my life and my family's life. There are days when I can't, when I don't want to get out of bed. I wake up feeling depressed. I don't want to talk to anybody, to anyone, just getting out of bed. to do the basic everyday things that I miss, I'm sorry. I don't want to get out of bed. I wake up feeling depressed. I don't want to talk to anyone. Just getting out of bed to do the basic everyday things that I need to get done. This has affected my health. I am seeing more than one doctor about my health, including seeing a therapist. I don't feel safe in my home. My address and my phone number has been put on social media. People have been driving by, taking pictures of my home. I have been threatened. My family have been threatened. Pictures taken of me and my family following me in my car. Pictures posted. Setting up GoFundMe raises in Nazaya's name without my permission. This has also affected me financially. But and other people doing podcast shows, emailing me. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Take your time now.
Hey, Beefy. Y'all probably gonna see me in these comments if I let this play.
Please remain quiet. Quiet in the court.
Shut the fuck up.
Y'all, fight broke out in the court. I was in this chat. That's why I went right to this live stream because I had saved it. Hey, truth is, listen, I'll share.
Sister.
So listen, this is the grandmother. She was crying. What?
Hey y'all. Hi, chat. I'm sorry I'm late. Go ahead.
Problem? What really like blew me when she was doing this was like she was so focused on her. She was like, they're doing videos about me. This is affecting my finances. Like they're doing podcasts, they're emailing me and all this stuff. And she was, and in her lawsuit, y'all, when she wrote her lawsuit to the state saying that she wanted her other children, the children that were in her home back, in her lawsuit, she talked about how them not being in her home affects her finances. All of the children in her home had special needs. How do I say it? They weren't special needs children, but they had behavioral diagnosis.
Mm-hmm.
So it took their payments from like what would normally be for a regular foster child or a regular adopted child, what would generally be about $500 and something a month from the state. It took it up to almost $2,000 a month per child.
Per child?
Per child.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah, almost $2,000 a month. I think it's like a
I think it's like 1,200. Yeah, it's like 1,200 or so.
It depends on it depends on your.
What does she want them kids back?
Yeah, she wants them kids back. I don't know what she was doing with the money because I don't know what she was doing with the money. She damn sure ain't buy no wig.
Shut the fuck up, truth
Is this the clip with somebody yelled in the courtroom? They was like, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah. Keep in mind,
I got pleasure out of that.
This lady owned more than one property. Keep in mind.
And what's crazy about that is sometimes the children she would separate them. Like some kids would be in the house and she wouldn't even be in the house with them. You know what I'm saying? But they'd be in the house by themselves or something. They found out a lot of that stuff after Nazaya passed away. I mean, after she went missing.
Mm-hmm.
So let me finish playing this.
Girl, what is going on in the courtroom? Do y'all?
They were attacking her in the courtroom. Somebody in the courtroom said, "Shut the f up," and the lawyers, the prosecution ran over to her and told her. See, the thing about it is, everybody knows. It's kind of like a catch-22. Everybody knows that this woman has some culpability, and she, at least at the very, very least, neglected that girl and allowed these things to happen under her roof. But what the prosecution needed was her testimony. So they had to coddle her, and that's what they did.
Yo, there was some sort of commotion in the courtroom.
That's bougie talking.
Girl, what is going on? Baby, what is going on? Asking Annette, is she through? She wasn't. Mr.
Can you pause for a second?
Going to read it for her, but guys.
If this commentary, we start moving into like different parts of it, I think I got the video when the new boy, well, I don't know if he's new anymore because he exposed the heck out of them sisters that day. Did you seen that video?
The boyfriend? Yeah, I saw that. Where he was talking about them.
When they was inside of that house.
Yeah, that little the trap.
Yeah, when old boy went and interviewed them, walked in the house with the guns and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys seen it. Okay.
Okay, so let me ask y'all a question about that. When he walked into the house with those guns and stuff, because he had an AR-15.
Oh, wow.
He had an AR-15, and he walked into their house to interview them. What do y'all think about that?
I think that I didn't like it because I feel like he went in there in a threatening manner and they were caught off guard. And me personally, regardless of what you think they're guilty of, you have no right to bully your way inside of someone's home. And y'all had cameras on them. One girl was like, I don't want to be interviewed. It was a lot. It was after that day that them lawyers told them to shut the absolute F up because they were literally speaking as if they were speaking to a judge or a lawyer, like openly on camera like that, knowing that can.
They were negatively affecting the case because the police.
Yeah.
The police were trying to do their job, and they're doing commentary. That's pretty much
right.
What it was.
Right, and it wasn't your place. You wanted the kudos for social media. I think and I don't like no Shannon and them, but I think it was sloppy, and I think it was unfair. And if they hadn't seen that weapon on him, they may have said, "Get out my face, leave me alone." You could look and see they was nervous. You could look and see they were scared. Yeah. Anybody would be. You put on a spot like that, knowing that you were ready.
He almost caught charges for that. He talked about that on his channel. He said the police told him if he ever did anything like that again, they were going to arrest him because that's pretty much like he was invited in by the guy though, the guy on the home, and the guy was renting the home though, and that was the only thing that saved him. And that's what the police told him. That's the only thing that saved you is that old boy. The boyfriend was the one that let him in, but he let him in with an AR-15.
But he let him in with sneaky access. Like, excuse my language, but the boyfriend was like a bitch ass nigga, basically. He was scary and let him in on some sneaky shit. And there was an ambush on the girls. Like, if you ever seen the video, you would see it was shocking. And I'm all for the content, but that right there, you was taking it too far for social media. You don't have no badge. You doing too much.
Yeah. He did a lot. He definitely did a lot. And he got a lot of stuff out here. Do y'all know that he was the one that found the Zaya's clothes when the police couldn't? The police stated they searched that area too, and he found it. And that's what a lot of people are saying. Like all of these people got involved in this investigation that aren't even investigators, that aren't police that they just got involved in it, and it just went left. It went
That's
left.
how it is, though. That's how this, what they call it, social media police investigators.
Right.
That's what it's been like for the last few years now. Like the little girl who car went into the river. Kylie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
That
yeah.
became a whole big old mess. A couple of YouTubers got in trouble for that.
But listen, it's some YouTubers on here that actually solved the case. Are y'all familiar with the Shannon Christian and the Shanann Watts? Are y'all for Christopher Watson
Mm-hmm.
Watts? Some YouTubers solved that and found out that Shannon was dead before, because the police had it all wrong, and it was a YouTuber that was going through the video over and over and over again, and he actually found a clip that shows a shadow of Chris Watts dragging her body out of the house. A
Ain't
shadow.
that something?
A shadow.
Mm-mm.
So okay, so let's go to the next one. I think this is the aunt that, hold on, let me see. I think this is the aunt where, okay, so this is the sister. Okay, so this is the aunt, I think that's
Marquita with the
my
she's
sister.
the one that don't have kids by him. But they say she slept with him back in the day, just so y'all know that's her twin sister. And they say she gave that thing up to him back in the
Yeah,
they
she
said they
had sex with him first.
yeah, they was in there, 3 summon and 4, 5 summon, and they were doing some freaky things. That's how I know Shannon knew off. I don't want to say off rip, like off rip, but she knew it was some inappropriate things with her and I'm on live with him and Nazaya, because she went and checked the messages, and her demeanor to you'll hear it. I don't know if we got the clip for the jail phone call with him and
We're
her,
gonna listen to
because
all of that. Yeah, we're gonna listen to that part too.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, go ahead.
My name is Marquita Harris, Markeetta. Last name Harris, Harris.
Thank you. And ma'am, you also have a prepared statement?
Yes.
If you wouldn't mind just providing a copy to the prosecutor's office for the court file following the hearing today, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Whenever you're ready.
Good afternoon, everyone.
She's still waiting to talk. She crying.
It has been 2 years, 2 months, 3 days since we heard, seen, or even physically touched Ms. I. This has tremendously affected my family and I, mentally, physically, and emotionally. Since this case started, we have been physically assaulted in public, cyberbullied, harassed, stalked, and so much more. I became homeless, lost several jobs in the past 2 years.
Now listen, she ain't lying about that, because she worked at a nursing home. And what's so interesting about this is my god sister Danielle was her manager, and she manages 3
What?
nursing homes. She got fired from the nursing home. She ain't lying about that. And Danny said that she can't find a job nowhere. Nobody will hire her.
What was
Nobody.
the
Her
basis
name
of them?
they don't have a basis. They're just dismissing her. They dismissed her from the nursing home, told her that, well, I know Danielle said that her supervision, the owners of the nursing home that she was employed at, told her that she was missing too much time, but she had all of this
Oh,
court stuff to do. They said they didn't care. She was missing. But what happened was somebody came up to the nursing home and vandalized her car and the car next to it. And they felt like she was more of a liability than
yeah.
anything else. So they let her go. They let
Wow.
her go.
Damn.
So here.
My life, my family life, will never be the same again. You have taken something so precious from us that we'll never get back. Everyone every day, every month, and every day. I had to remind myself that my niece desire isn't coming back. Our life will never be the same again. Justice is deserved. You're still able to live. You're still able to get health care. You're still able to breathe without any remorse. You are an habitual serial predator. You have taken my kid's favorite cousin. You have taken my first daughter before I had my own. I hate you. I was nothing but the worst for you. I despise you. My children were removed from my care temporarily because of you. My children's behavior has changed because of you. You have gave the world a whole story to talk about, but today we're here to tell you how this made us feel. Justice will never be served. Going back to the house where Messiah lived doesn't feel the same anymore. I don't sleep at all anymore. I recommend that the court give him the electric chair if that's what Michigan did. If we had a life for a life.
Ice. Don't pour it
You
out.
will never know her last words. You will never know if she suffered in pain. I can't really say or express how I really feel to this whole tragic situation. Since January 9th, 2024 will be the day I'll never forget, the day that I got the call that she never came back home. I never live with myself. I'll never be able to hear her voice. I'll never be able to physically touch her. I'll never be able to see her smile. I'll never be able to. I'll never be able to get to hold her again. I'll never be able to get to listen to her, see her smile. I'll never get to see her tell me stories of what her day went on about school. I'll never get to have that chance ever again because of you.
Mika, we hear you. Mute your mic. I don't want nobody to hear your conversation. So that was the end of the aunts. Now the sister is next. His sister. Oh my God. Truth is, and did any of y'all? I know Joy and Truth is probably watched it, but did you watch it, Mika? Did you watch the sisters? Did you hear what the sister had? Because the sister saw Naziah the day that she went missing. She went up to the auto shop and she saw Naziah, and she said she wondered why this little girl was with her brother because she knew her brother's history. She wondered.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
No.
and she said she watched the little girl go to the store next to the auto shop that he owned, and she said that she was just thinking like, what is this little girl doing up here with him? And she asked him, who is that? And he told her, that's my daughter.
King. He said it was King's niece.
Yeah, said that was King's niece. Yep. Didn't say thank you, Truth is,
And King is Mika. King is wait a minute. King is his co-worker, the dark skinned guy that testified and stuff. That's one of his co-workers. Frank is the other co-worker. So he was like, "Oh, that's King's niece," and she was like, "Oh, okay." Didn't think too much of it after that. And then after all the news broke, a light bulb. She really helped. She really helped slam this case shut. To be honest, she really did. She called King and was like, "Give me the detective number." When the light bulb went off in her head, she said, "I seen that little girl that day. Give me the detective number." She really the one who really nailed him to the cross.
Yeah.
Wow.
She did, his own sister. And I just take my hat off to her. She definitely stood her ground with this one. But y'all got to hear her because she was powerful.
Do you think the sister, well, he had already went through that whole thing with the messing with the other little kids and his daughter. You think she finally was just like, not again, and I ain't finna just sit here and let this happen again?
She didn't know about. She found out about the daughter and stuff when the case broke. Some of this stuff she found out with us.
Yeah. Found out about it just the same way we found out about it.
Hmm.
Yep.
So what was it about Naziah being at the shop with him that caused her concern?
Because she knew his predatory history.
Okay.
She knew
Okay.
he had a history of you know,
Yeah.
touching
Yeah.
on little girls. So she didn't feel like any child should be around him. And she even said that she didn't even, it never crossed her mind that he would do something like that to his own children. She
Right.
always worried about other people's children, other people's girls.
Right.
So she talked
Okay.
about their childhood history too. Did you heard that part too, Truth is?
Mika,
Where she,
yeah, oh yeah, I know it all. Mika, you would really love her testimony. Now, other than that, not only did her no, you would like her impact statement and her the preliminary testimony. You would like that because she gets into like Mika. You just got to hear it after the live or whatever. You just got to hear it because she said that she was molested and Jarvis knew about her. Jarvis is one of the ones that helped protect her from her molester
yep,
when they were kids. He's the
yep,
one who left the gate open because they had a lock on the gate so that she could run away because whoever the guy was in their household, she never said who it specifically was in the family. He helped her run from that, which we started to wonder, including her, was Jarvis touched.
now
I
Um,
was just about to say that because most times that's what actually, well, I don't know, for when you listen to stories like that, you actually hear people say, I'd
yeah.
rather for them to do me like that than, my sister or
yes,
brother.
right,
Yeah.
So he
So
probably
right
did
Jarvis
take
there,
it and
was
just say, forget
they
it.
they
right.
Save my
found out
sister.
through they found out through Jarvis's CPS history that he was actually molested and he was actually in a relationship with a woman who was in her 50s when he was in his
Yep,
teens.
yep.
When he was in his teens.
Hmm.
So they did find out that he was also molested as a child. So, yep. So this is the sister in her statement.
Got up this morning with every intention on going to work because for the last 2 years, I have to go back to that day that I saw a little girl that I did not know and I had never seen. And I wish that there was a sign that she was okay. And I believe that she was someone else's niece. And I had no reason not to believe what my brother said to me. That day will forever haunt me
I know it will.
because I go back to like, why was I there? Why didn't I know? Why was there no sign? However, I'm a firm believer in God, and I do believe that sometimes we got put in places that we don't want to be, even if we don't know why. And I feel like I was put there that day to be a voice for Messiah and for every other child that my brother has harmed. I believe that Messiah's story brought a lot of the other victims out to the forefront. And sitting in the courtroom today, there are many Messiahs, many other victims that are unfortunately being harmed right now at this moment. And people are turning a blind eye to it. People are not paying attention. We need to do better with our families as a community and protecting our children from monsters, from the very people who are supposed to love them and protect them. I don't know why my brother has turned into the person that is in this courtroom today. This is not who I remember as a child. I remember a little boy that used to follow me everywhere, that always wanted to protect me, even though I'm older than him. My brother knows that I've been victim of sexual assault. My brother knows that I've been molested at a very young age. And he knows the pain it caused. I can't understand why he would want to cause that to an innocent child. Not just desire, but to his own children that have his face. I hope that every victim and my nieces and nephew can heal from the things that my brother has done for the last 2 years. I've been drugged on social media. My family has been put all over a lot of platforms, including my children, my grandchildren. People are posting places, the place that I work, and I don't work with children. I work with children because I had a hard time growing up. We did not have everything growing up, but we did have a grandmother that loved us and cared for us. And I don't know if something happened to my brother when he was young. However, that is no excuse for what he has done. He could have gotten help. He could have said something to someone. Being a victim myself only made me want to protect him, not harm him in any kind. I'm hoping that he has a heart somewhere deep in there to tell where Desir's body is, because she was innocent. My brother stole so many children's innocence. And was way more than old enough to know better. I hope that he can remember how we were raised. I hope that he can remember that he was loved. I hope that he gives the people that love her, the people that love her, closure in bringing her body so she can be laid to rest, because she deserves that. She's an innocent child. Her soul should not be roaming the earth. If for no one else, for her. If for no one else, his children. And this is a hard thing to do because this is my brother. And I'm not going to stand here and say that I don't love him, because I do. And I always will, and I want him for that. And I hope that if he loves me, that he will do what's right. I watched him sit behind a mask. I watched him hold his head down.
No, Bam, he didn't.
You made your bed, you gotta lay in it. Stand in it. Do what you have to do. You did what you did knowing. What you've done has just struck a community. I had to go back to work the day after I testified. It was 2 days after I testified. And the only thing I could think of was the children that I interact with every day that I love and will protect as my own. How are they going to see me? Because of him. Fortunately enough for me, I have a good support system. And the children I work with know who I am. The staff that I work with know who I am. And the people that I come encounter with every day knows who I am. So there's nothing that anyone can say on social media to change it. Once again.
Now that's one. What blows me about that is I just had to stop it right there. That's one of the few people who did the right thing, and that's her brother. And she's one of the few people who did the right thing, and she still faced scrutiny, abuse, ridicule, doxing, all that kind of stuff. They put that woman's whole life on social media. They put her children on social media. I've seen the videos and the live streams of the people that have done it. And on Facebook, damn near tried to decimate her. And she still stood up and said what she had to say. She didn't run from it at all. This is a strong woman right here. Very strong woman. Because
Right? Look up at me. I want you to know I do love you. And that will never change. But you have to do what's right. You have to do what's right. I can't turn off my feelings. I hate who he's become. I hate what he's done. You have to do what's right. So.
Okay, let me just say something in between.
okay, so let me see who was next on here.
While you do that, you please. I just wanted to say, I wonder why his mother didn't say nothing or his brother didn't say nothing publicly.
Now what's so interesting? Now, do you know he had a brother that committed suicide, right?
Yep.
He had a brother that committed suicide, and they said that his brother, before his suicide, expressed that he couldn't deal with the things that he had done and the things that had been done to him. So a lot of people are saying that because Jarvis, they showed a old Facebook post of Jarvis Butts saying that he would never take his own life. He would never hurt the people that loved him and take his own life like his brother took his own life and hurt him. And now he's deceased from a suspected, alleged, which I don't believe, suicide. Do you think that Jarvis killed himself?
Absolutely not. And I'm gonna tell y'all why.
They say people in prison, they don't take too kindly to people that touch children and harm their parents.
Right. Right.
Go ahead, Truthy. I'm sorry.
Did she drop? Oh.
I had a conversation a couple of weeks ago with two guys from my family or whatever, and guys, just like when dudes come home, they say no snitching, dudes is rats. Dudes be having paperwork on them and get to walk all around wherever they want to go. This ain't like Alcatraz. These other little prisons in the states and shit like that. Them pedophiles walk around scot-free. They live a good life. Don't nobody be in there whooping on them. I mean, it's actually like kind of a myth now when they be like, rapists or pedophiles get this done. Don't nobody, them people be just walking around like they. So with Jarvis though, I don't think he killed himself whatsoever. But I only came to that conclusion after I heard the phone calls, which was recently. Before I was like, oh yeah, he took himself up out of here. Okay. My second reason for not thinking he did that because it's just too much. It was kind of hard for me to vision how did he do it? What did he use? They got so many things to prevent that from being able to happen now. I even went as deep as it was a video was like 100 comments under there speaking about like suicide and the body being heavy and he couldn't be hanging from the vent in the room. Nobody knew what the cell looked like that he was in. It was just so many things that didn't make sense for him to have an opportunity to be successful at it. After hearing them phone calls, I don't think he killed himself at all. And I say that to say because of which y'all will get to hear. The narcissist, he's a narcissist, disgustingly narcissistic. It's like mind blowing. Those phone calls will send you through the roof. Like,
They
and that's
will.
what made me be like, that nigga ain't killed himself. Not this nigga. Nah, he
Yeah,
ain't
he
did
thought
that.
too highly of himself. He still thought highly of himself
Yes.
after everybody started finding out about this. And what blew
Yes.
me was that when they would try to say something about it, he'd be like, "I don't want to talk about that. I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna call you back."
I gotta go.
Some people, a couple of women attempted, and he just like shut it down,
Mm-hmm.
And
And
then
or
you have to.
he was saying, just I'm gonna write you a letter. I don't want to talk about it. I'm gonna write you a letter. Just check the mail. I'm gonna write you a letter. And that's something else, you P. He said he was gonna write the letter. It confirmed in a couple of phone calls down the line. Oh, girl got the letter. What we want to know what was in the letter. I do. I wonder why nobody asked her for the letter.
I'm sure everybody want to know what's in that letter. I know
I
I
want
want to.
to. I want to agree with. I want to agree. I agree with Truffy about the whole. I think they do still live whatever life they live in jail. And it's not like it's what it used to be back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta imagine this man is from Detroit. He got multiple victims. These multiple victims have family members. You
I was
won't
just
know
hearing.
who he touched on, who he, that's my little cousin, auntie, sister, niece, nephew, nigga.
How about
Yeah.
it ain't even that serious? How about they said on Facebook that people was putting out like what jail to free world kites, letting people know that Jarvis Butts was transferred to the protection ward on the once his paperwork came into the jail, and people started
Mm-hmm.
finding out that he was that guy that did that to Naziah. They moved him to the protective custody, and he lost his job, right? Because they had to move him.
But yeah,
But he didn't tell them that. He didn't tell the women that he was talking to that they moved me to protective custody. He just said they didn't
they
move
moved
me
me.
more,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't lost my job. Well, no, you can't have a job with those kind of charges. And
Charges. Yep.
once it came in, they moved him to the protective custody ward. And then he started talking about how weird the people were in protective custody. They've all done the same thing that you did. But
But not
somebody.
only that, though. Not
Mhm.
only that, y'all. He got his teeth slapped out his mouth by one of the protective custody inmates.
Yep, knocked the teeth
The
out his mouth.
protective custody dude's the one that went across his head.
Yep, yep.
They said it was going across his head the whole time he was in there. But I know for a fact when he was in protective over there in PC, that's when he got his teeth slapped through the back of his neck.
Got him slapped. Joy, do you have the video? Because they took all of the little kids testimonies off of YouTube. Do you have it?
No, I didn't know. I didn't listen to no kids testify. Yeah, I didn't. I don't want to. I didn't
Your
listen to
daughter's
that. That
impact
was
statement, Joy. The
No, you talking about when the daughter got up there? I only heard the daughter one, but I didn't.
you
You
don't
say
have.
they took those down?
Yeah, they took everything that had to do with the kids off of YouTube.
Oh wow, I
Everything.
didn't know that.
Yeah, because I had saved a link and it's gone. Yep. It
I
says
didn't
that
know
this
it either.
video was removed by YouTube. I saved that link, the
Oh
one with
wow.
you're talking about. It says that this video was removed by YouTube community guideline purposes and stuff. So
Yeah, I didn't even
I
think
agree with
anything would do
that.
that.
Like, let them kids start to heal and
Well,
go about themselves. I agree with that. And I was wondering, y'all, me personally, was they gonna change the kid's last names? Like, if I had a kid by him, but I don't got nothing to do with the situation, I would change my child last name.
girl, I'll probably be trying to move. I wouldn't
All of
even be
that.
wanting. I probably wouldn't even want to
All of
be in
that.
Michigan anymore.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want my kids going to no Michigan school because all of them,
Right.
all of those children, their faces, their images have been all over social media because a lot of these content creators didn't care about putting the
Right.
children. everything about them has been on social media. I probably wouldn't even want my kids in any school in Michigan at all.
I
Okay, so we
recently
get
went
ready to
on
start
Facebook.
listening.
I recently went on Facebook to look up some stuff, and the oldest daughter, I think that was the oldest Joy UP that testified, that did the impact statement.
Yeah.
Oh, she's so pretty. Oh my God, you talking about gorgeous? That little
Yeah.
girl is so pretty, and she graduated high school. And the video I seen was of him courting her at the prom release. And I watched that video like 10 times just staring at it. It's kind of like you, they said he was a good father. Like he was like a present father when it came to his kids. Um, and he was
Who?
walking up
Who?
from the back.
Who?
Jarvis.
Him, Jarvis' daughter did a prom send off, and he's the one who brought her from the back, and they was taking pictures and stuff like that. But he walked her out.
How sick is that though?
Hmm.
That's
Yeah.
not one of his kids with Shanann, though.
No, I
Uh-uh.
know that. I know
Yeah.
that, but that's. Ooh,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
never know though.
That was before all of the charges. That was in one of the Facebook
Right.
groups, and so yeah, that was
Right.
before all of this stuff came out. She never expressed that he did anything to her, but I don't know. It's a lot. Ooh, it's a lot. Y'all want to get to some of the calls before it gets too late?
Heck
Because
yeah, that's the fun. Come on now, that's the fun part. God damn
And
it.
and I was just about to say that about Truffy saying he was a present father. It remind me of that movie with Whoopi Goldberg, A Day Late and a Dollar Short.
yeah,
Mm,
When a daughter cursed out her mama, she was like, "Yeah, I'm having, yeah." I don't even
yeah.
talk about it. Trigger once again. Trigger warning. Bye.
okay, here we go. This is from um Shanitra Speaks channel.
And it's funny to me, man, how your phone has been going to voicemail all day. And the other day, man, I
UK,
called you.
wait a minute, wait a minute. UK,
Huh?
tell the chat though, let them know exactly what they're talking about and who he's speaking to in the moment.
Okay, I don't know yet until I get further into the video, because this is Jarvis Butts on a phone call. Sinitra Speaks. When it comes up on the screen, I'll let y'all know. So he's speaking to his fiance. Jarvis Butts speaks to his fiance, confronts Shannon Harris and Naziah Harris. This is when he's speaking to Shannon about the thing about Naziah. You said you had some clips that you wanted to react to too. Do you have them? You want to put
I
them in the group?
did
Oh,
because I took timestamps, but for the ones that I like the most, I'm gonna look at the timestamps still and probably have you even play the timestamps. The sound, y'all. The sound is terrible. Some of the women are mumbling when they talk, so don't think it's her sound or my sound or whatever. Some of them women are mumbling. Some of the jail calls are staticky. There's calls where he's mumbling, so don't think it's her phone. Don't think it's UP phone or anything like that. The content of the calls are kind of on the poor side, so just bear with us with that. But
yeah.
we'll narrate it, UP.
And
Don't
I
let the
got
clip
the
play.
transcript pulled up too, so I'll be
Yeah.
able to let y'all know kind of what they're saying. Basically, if we can't hear something, I'll be able to hop in. But
Okay.
this video was put up about 2 weeks ago. Now they're still waiting on more phone calls. I know Sinitra Speaks. She said that she was trying to get more recent ones towards the end of his life, and
Mm-hmm.
trying to see what else will come out. So we'll more than likely do more of these live streams, just reacting. And the reason that we wanted to react to it is so many reasons, but I think when we listen to women and all of these women know
Mm,
what this man has done, it's kind of sickening to hear these women just coddle him and baby him and
mm,
take care of him, and we still don't know where that little girl is at.
mm,
Nobody
mm.
knows where that little girl's body is, and this man is now gone from here.
He would gaslight if one of the women wanted to talk about the case. He would throw a bitch fit, and now end up apologizing to him.
Yeah, true. Okay, here we go.
And y'all don't. And this is another disclaimer. If it some of the timeline may seem wonky to you guys and may seem not in order, that's just because this is the order that the phone calls didn't come out all in order. Some of them are a little later than others. So it kind of like one
all
of the
around.
last phone calls, well, when he first got in jail, basically, were one of the last calls that she ends up putting out. So it's kind of like, if it seemed like we jumping around, but if you got, in the chat, ask questions, because I know a lot of stuff that happened. I can answer any questions in the chat. Or if you hear something and you don't, ask questions, and I'll be able to explain it more clear to what's happening.
Okay, here we go.
Inbox Shannon and I inbox her ass. I said, explain to me why the police is at my house looking for your niece. I said, I don't know you or your family, let alone your niece. I'm a bad mom.
Are you gonna let
For having you around my kids.
And that's what they're trying to say.
Now, in the introduction, you heard Jarvis Butts' former fiance confronting him after she reached out to Shannon Harris, the mother of his 5 children and the aunt of 13-year-old Neziah Harris, who had already been missing for 37 days by February the 15th, 2024. But while Jarvis was inside the Wayne County jail trying to manage the fallout surrounding Neziah Harris' disappearance because he was the last person to be seen with her, another name continued surfacing throughout these calls over and over again. Cordell Wright, better known as King. And if you've been following this case, then you probably remember the controversy surrounding King after the January 2025 preliminary hearing for Jarvis Butts, where King testified that he was Jarvis Butts' business associate. And on the night that Neziah Harris disappeared, he would leave the shop around 9 p.m. and Neziah was still alive with Jarvis at that point. Now, people started searching for King's name because at the preliminary hearing, it was revealed that he was incarcerated, and people were shocked to learn that the charge was murder. However, Neziah Harris' cousin Roxy would later clarify that detectives told her that the murder charge for King was a mistake. And if you're unfamiliar with that situation, I briefly covered it, in a previous video, and I'm going to play that clip so that you can understand why people have focused on King. But keep in mind that King was never charged in connection with the case. The murder charge turned out to be a mistake, but there's also another reoccurring theme in these calls. Now, everyone has said that Jarvis Butts seems to be discussing vehicle repairs in a lot of calls, and they're wondering if this is coded language that is going on. But it does appear that there is some vehicle issues. So I'm going to play that for you. So listen to this.
Jimmy, this was Tashi Day's fiance.
Yes, what's Jason King case? Where's Jason King? I haven't heard so.
I mean, like I told him, I said, man, ain't nobody wishing that bad on you. I ain't know, we know what it look like. Damn, we hope you die.
No, because it's still
fake, man.
It's still up. Soon as I
Detective or what have you, she said that it was a typo or what have you, but I mean, it's still up there. So I don't know what that is in regards to. So I really don't check up on him. I just look at Jarvis stuff.
All right. But I also want you guys to keep this in mind. On February the 14th, Jarvis Butts also had a call with Shannon Harris. And during that call, Shannon references this post that she had made. Now, there is a post on January the 11th, 2024, just 2 days after Neziah Harris went missing. And in that post, Shannon said, "This is my niece, Neziah, 13 years old. Have you seen her? Please help get my niece home. Please contact Detroit Police Department. Last seen leaving school Tuesday. Please share, share, share." Now, the significance of this post is that the prosecutors later used it to help establish the fact that Shannon had requested for Jarvis to share the post, but Jarvis did not share the post, according to Shannon, in the preliminary hearing. Now, this was someone that Jarvis told investigators that he considered to be like a niece. And prosecutors would later argue that Jarvis already knew what had happened to Neziah Harris, and this is why he didn't share the post. Listen to this.
You was the last one to see her alive, right?
Yeah, before school.
Before school. So what happened?
Okay, so this is what we were talking about earlier when they went into the house and with the rifle, and that's Shannon and them talking to the guy, Mark.
So what happened after school though?
You figure it out. Y'all got everything right here.
This is a call from
Jay.
an inmate at. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. The inmate has requested that you pay for this call. If you don't wish to talk, hang up now. Thank you for using Chalmate.
Hello?
Yeah.
Did you shut the phone down?
Can you come do that?
Yeah. So, that 586 number, do that again.
Now it's so muffled, but he said that 586 number, do that again. Now what he did, he would call this girl and he would have her call other people for him. And he would tell her to get off the phone or put the phone down and let him talk. And he did that a lot, didn't he, y'all? I mean,
and she listened, mind you, she's has got the supposedly fiance, as Martin would say, his fiance. And he told her to call his baby mama and put the phone down. Do y'all know she called and put the phone? I wish when I used to have to make them three-way calls, they would tell me to put the phone down. I didn't. I'm listening. And then when he said hello,
You should have just seen my face right now. I was like, what the fuck?
And then when the dude say hello, is you there? I just stay quiet so he don't know I was listening.
Duh.
I'll wait a few minutes. I'll wait and be like, oh, y'all done? Oh, my bad. I walked away. I wish the fuck I would. I wish I would.
Everything, even if I'm calling for your friend.
Right. Well, listen here.
Conversation too. Shit.
Okay.
They was in a cult, baby. They was in the cult.
Yes, they were. These women was on, and he had 10 of them, y'all. He was juggling 10 women while he was in jail. Who can juggle 10 women? 10 women. Come on,
women and little kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Bitch.
The women was his beard. All them women were nothing but beards for him because he did not like women. He liked children. And it's very clear when you hear the details of this case and you put two, even with your own, putting two and two together on your own, this woman was in love with children. He did not like them grown women.
Yeah, he
hated them. He hated them, to be honest.
He says so. It's so many calls. That's like, it's so many calls that you can't even pick between them. It's so much good stuff.
Right. Right.
Okay, here we go.
Hello? Yeah. Did you shut the phone down?
Can you come do that?
Yeah. So, that 586 number, do that again.
So she calling. He gets a little silent. And then he says, hey, hello. Let me go up a little bit, a few seconds. Because.
Yes. Help my mamas.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Help my mamas. She didn't hear anything. She was in the car. Detective, let me see what you know.
Well, she said that they went in the house, they took all her cars, they took her safe, they took her gun, they took a lot of shit.
Okay, they took the guns and stuff.
They took the cars.
Now.
Hello?
That was his fiance that he told to call his baby mama, Shannon. And what he's doing is he's telling Shannon what happened to his other baby mama. That they took the cars, they raided her house, they talked to the kids, they searched the kids and everything. I mean, they vandalized her. Detroit police tore her house up. They knew he was in jail though. That's the thing. They said that they were looking for him for the kidnapping of a little girl, but they knew he was already in jail.
Yeah, I'm here.
Where your mama at?
She upstairs. She said she was gonna call the detective, but we haven't heard anything. The last thing we heard is when they came and got her toothbrush.
They came and what?
Got her toothbrush. But that was 2 weeks ago when they came and got her toothbrush.
When they came and got her who?
Her toothbrush.
A toothbrush?
Yes.
A toothbrush for what?
He's finding out.
For
okay, so let me clarify it a little bit. What Jarvis Butts is finding out right now is that what he's in jail for, see, we're going back in time. What he's in jail for and what he thought that he was going to serve a year for is turning into a homicide investigation. And he's finding that out. He's finding that out through these women because he's not out. He's not able to know what the police are doing. So he's listening to all of these women tell him what's happening to them. And they're telling him, look, the police then came to my house. The one baby mama said, hey, they found your cell phone in the back of the car. And he said, oh, I got to call you back. That's how they
watch out that
he heard his baby mama say, okay, they found a cell phone. So he knew he was in trouble then. Y'all gonna hear so much stuff. Hold on, let me finish.
Every time they mention something, every time the women tell him because they went to all their houses. So every time a woman tell him something, okay, because y'all, some of the girls who houses they didn't run up in, they'll go down. They took them down to police station. So all the women had different news for him on different days, sometimes weeks apart. So he knew exactly where the case was going to, and he knew he was next. Finally, they took him down out the jail and took him down to homicide.
Yeah.
And so why did he think he was only going to be there for a year? What was the original?
Because he was charged and convicted with something else, and they arrested
a gun charge.
Yeah, a gun charge for a convicted felon in possession of a gun, and they arrested him and tried him for that. Well, he knew he was going to serve time for that. He was out on some sort of release or something like that. He knew he was going to have to go in, turn himself in, and serve that time. That's all he thought he was there for in the beginning.
So that Mika, he was supposed to turn himself in. He did this. He told on himself. He was supposed to turn himself in November. He told the prosecutor and them, I need a little bit more time. I have a personal matter. This came up in court too. I got a personal family emergency, a personal family matter that needs to be dealt with. So he did what he did to Naziah 4 days before he turned himself in. 4 days after that, which was like the beginning 1st of February or something like that. So 4 days after he did what he did is when he went and turned himself in because he thought everything was taken care of. Until little bits and pieces.
So he was hiding.
So while he was in jail, he didn't want her to have that baby, and he be the father of it. So he killed her before he went in to serve his 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Calculated. Damn.
Yep.
Pulling all the way out. Because they said he's been over 30 days. They came and got her toothbrush.
Yeah, so they talking about they came her house for the warrant, talking about for me for kidnapping.
He sound like a bitch.
He is. He is.
So this is him. And that's all she said. I know we can't go into detail, but that's all she said.
She said they came in the house, I guess yesterday or the day before, ran up in that motherfucker with a search warrant looking for me, talking about I kidnapped your motherfucking niece.
That's crazy.
This motherfucker said they came up in the house and said I kidnapped your motherfucking niece. Like he irritated. He is irritated. And he the one
he got an attitude.
He got an attitude, and he the one took the girl, raped her, and killed. Was having sex with her all of these years. This is another thing, y'all. Her text messages and his text messages show they went back. Their text messages shows that this man was having sex with that girl since she was 10 years old, and they couldn't go back any further. They're saying that if they could go back any further, they might be able to find something else. but it proved, the text messages proved that he was having sex and that she had been pregnant or suspected to be pregnant before, because he brought her the morning after pill a year
Yeah.
before this pregnancy that she was, this one that she was pregnant with this last time.
And y'all, that poor baby was too far along to get an abortion. Do y'all know she was asking him for a morning after pill and she was at least 4 months pregnant? She thought the morning after pill would make the pregnancy go away. She thought that was like, oh, that's gonna, he gave me the pill plenty of times before, it's gonna work again, even though I'm pregnant. She had no clue.
That she was too far along for a morning after pill.
Yeah, and she's a baby, she's 13, y'all. She don't know no better, so.
She had just turned 13. She was 12 when, like, she had just turned 13. Just turned when she went missing.
I'll be putting the money in the hour.
I need to know what the fuck.
I understand that. I know that. You know I don't have a vehicle.
That shit is strange to me, bro. That shit is real fucking awkward to me, bro.
So remember I told you. Remember I said they going in, they knocking down doors, they even put my mama, they tearing up rooms, going in drawers, but I don't know why you be so that.
She said they took my kid's phone from her phones, everything. They took the cars, everything. And I'm trying to figure out what the fuck that got to do with me.
That's what I'm trying to figure out too, because I'm puzzled. I'm very confused. So as soon as I hear, you hit me back.
Alright.
But yeah.
I'll be calling back today, man. So I need to know something today because that's weird, bro.
Boy, fuck you.
It's weird.
Right.
On my end, because me and my mama have not heard anything, and the testers have.
And see, that's the other thing. I'm getting mad too. Listen, that's the other thing. They were keeping stuff away from Shannon and her mother because they knew that Shannon was still having conversations with him. They didn't know who was all communicating with him, but they knew that Shannon was at least one of the people that was still communicating with him. And they didn't know what her mother's involvement or her involvement. So they were keeping stuff away from her. Some of the stuff they didn't tell her that they told the other baby mamas. And Shannon was in the dark. So
keep in mind, y'all. Keep in mind, you P. What they phone calls they needed to listen to. Whole time they saying it was Shannon and it wasn't Shannon. He barely talked to her. There's no phone calls with him and Shannon except for 2 so far.
Yeah, this is the one I'm listening to now. But she stopped talking to him after the information came out about Nazar. It wasn't him because he was trying to get in touch with her.
Yeah,
and
he was.
Yeah, she wasn't responding to him. This was after all of the information and all of the charge and stuff came out. She stopped communicating with him. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Period. So
do y'all think the police might have was having them have these conversations with him?
The girls?
I'm just saying, I'm just asking the question. I'm just the
No, I'm
way.
saying the girls, like the girlfriends.
Yeah, like because I don't know who said it. I think it was UP earlier when she said that the prosecutors have to like softball the grandma to get what they needed out of her. You don't think the police probably like did a little threatening here, threatening there, and keep
I
talking
don't
to him, or
think
this
so.
gonna happen to you? Because the way he's talking and the way they saying stuff, got a lot of information out of these conversations. Because I wouldn't have been talking to the
Let me
motherfuckers.
tell you, they didn't have to do that. And the reason I say I don't think they had to do that was because they knew that the internet was beating their ass. They knew that the Detroit streets was beating their asses. They didn't offer them no police protection. And they ran up in their houses, ransacked them, searched them, and took their kids. I don't think that the police was soft on them at all. I think that they were trying to cooperate as much as they wanted to with the police so they wouldn't get in. Yeah, so they wouldn't get in trouble. That's what I believe. But I don't think that the police.
That's what I was trying to say. I was
Because
saying
the thing is, Joy, when stuff started to circulate, I'm gonna tell you why I say no. Because when the stuff started to circulate on social media, when he would call home, they didn't want to talk about Naziah. They wanted to talk about the bitches they found out about on social media. They wasn't questioning him about that case. Everything had to do. Oh, I thought that last baby ain't belong to you. Oh, so you proposed to so and so? She got a ring. It was all that type of fighting going on. It wasn't them trying to coerce him into saying anything because whenever they did say one small thing that they heard, he'd be like, "Who told you that? Where you get that from?" As soon as they say where, I don't want to talk about it no more. You let the internet run your mind. You let the internet take over you. So they was more so fighting each other over him versus worried about that little girl.
Yeah. And it was sad too because even his son was like, Jarvis, what's this I hear about you kidnapping some little kid? It was so sad. I don't know, Papa. I don't know. It was crazy.
and I'm with UP with that. Those mothers should have enough guff for their children, life for their children, and get them out of those situations because those kids are gonna be targeted for the rest of their fucking life. The boys are gonna be what they're gonna think the boys are like their daddy. You know what I'm saying? Not even saying that the boys are, but you know what I'm saying? People are mean. I'm not gonna even say kids. People are mean.
Right. All right.
I wouldn't be in that city. I wouldn't be. I was about to say something really, and y'all would have blocked me off this thing. I would have been somewhere else.
Yep.
So I'm not feeling that shit, bro. I'm locked up. Why the fuck is y'all looking for me locked up? And what the fuck do I got to do with that shit?
What?
Right. And that's the thing.
See, that's what I don't like about her. He said, what the fuck I got to do with that shit? If that was my niece, now this is still Shannon, this is still the girl's aunt, I'd be like, well, clearly you were the last person that saw her alive. That's my niece. And what you mean, what the fuck I got to do with that shit?
Hello?
Like you're not getting ready to sit up here and talk to me like that, especially, and Shannon knows his history. She knows that he was convicted of that before. To me, you would be the first suspect, nigga. I'm not even gonna play with you. You would be the first one I would be looking at. Like, what the fuck did you do with my? I wouldn't have let you around. First of all, I wouldn't have been around you. Period. So,
come on, let's not be. Didn't the grandma claim that he never went to her house? Don't even know.
Said he didn't come in. That he would sit in the car. Lies, just lies. When he was doing that to that little girl in that house and to the aunt, was having sex with both of them in the mama's house. Come on now.
And when I was talking to my mom about it, she was like, this is strange. She's like, why would you be, I don't know. I feel that's strange.
So I need to know what's going on, man. Please tell your mama to get on top of that. Please ask your mama I said to get on top of that. I'll call y'all later because I need to know what the fuck is going on. Why in the fuck am I involved?
He sound like he lying.
Why did they take their car to do something else?
And the fact that these women knows what this motherfucker did, and they are like vouching for him, like they tell your mama to get on top of that shit, and like nigga, what?
Right.
Like, are you fucking crazy, girl? Okay, go ahead. I just had to say that. Go ahead.
Right. Yep.
But they wouldn't be taking the one in the car.
No, they said she came in there with a warrant talking about I kidnapped her. Talking about a warrant looking for me. Talking about kidnapping.
Remember you had called, well, you know, you called me on the phone when your brother doing that goofy shit.
You say what?
Remember in the summertime when you called me that she gave the principal your number instead of giving what school?
No, I was informed.
I know that. I know that.
She said, remember when you called? I didn't see this. Truth is, listen, she said, remember when you called me during the summertime and told me Naziah was doing that goofy shit? He says, she said, remember when you called me? She gave the principal your number instead of me.
Yep.
What
I heard
the
it. Yep.
fuck?
You didn't catch that the first time you picked this.
No,
You just now hearing it.
I didn't. It was so muffled. I didn't even catch that the first time. Girl.
I would know that.
I don't have nothing to do with that shit, bro. I don't have nothing to do with that shit, bro. And I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on and why is y'all looking? You got a warrant for me? Come on, kidnapping, nigga.
Right. That's what I'm trying to figure out too.
I don't have nothing to do with that shit. I don't have nothing to do with none of that shit, bro. And I'm trying to understand, nigga.
I already know, man. You don't have anything to do with it.
That girl mad at me. Hurt my fucking house. Come up. Don't fuck that no shit missing, dog. And I don't have nothing to do with that shit.
And you tell him too. I blocked him too. You already know. Did you hear me?
Yeah,
She
you
said,
what?
She said, I doubt that too. You already know.
Yeah. She said that she believes him, that he didn't have anything to do with it. Knowing his history, she said that he didn't have nothing to do with that shit. Like her missing niece is some shit.
But bring up the previous summer's
Yeah,
principal
so
phone call.
what happened was that she did not want the principal to call her aunt about the way she was feeling. I think this might have been the first time when she thought she was pregnant. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna look because we're gonna have to talk about
Wait a
this
minute. And
again.
wait a minute. Yeah. Now, Joy, I will say this when it comes to Shannon. If anybody was putting off, for the police, like, I think it would be her. Because I know you ain't got nothing to do with that shit. If I would give anybody like a little percent chance that they was working with the police, I would say it was Shannon more than any of them if I had to point a finger at someone.
I was going to say the same thing because her tone, it sounds like she's trying to bait him, like, talk to me or remember that time. And then,
Yes.
He's like, no, fuck that shit, woo, woo, woo. And, she like,
Mhm.
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
believe it either. Like, she does sound like she's trying to pull some information.
So like immunity.
Yeah, like,
Mm-hmm.
you
Like they
know,
offered her something.
I don't think they offer
And
her
you got it.
Well,
anything.
immunity, I mean, that's what immunity could be for. Like you give her something, especially since she was the closest to him.
But I don't think they would have given her anything. I think that they probably said, I mean, think about it. They done ransacked all the women houses, ran up in hers. I guess I don't know at this point if they have taken the kids
Now,
away
they
or
done seized
talked.
all of their cars. They done seized their
Yeah,
cars. They done ran up in their houses. They done took all of these women's cell phones, all of these women's kids' cell phones.
right.
They didn't done so much stuff.
And I think that the fiance is probably like, you know what? I'm not gonna be a victim because you out here doing some fuck shit. Like,
But
I'm
she
gonna
wasn't
see if
even
I
a
can.
fiance. She was just the baby mama and the aunt of the girl that got killed.
Yeah, and I think that she probably would. I don't know. I mean, I can't speak for the woman. I don't know, but she could have been trying to play it cool to find out some more information. Maybe he might talk to her a little bit more. Who knows? But this is
It seemed
wild.
like he hated her to me.
He probably did.
It seemed
But you
like
know
out of
what?
all of the women I don't know. It just seemed like he didn't have no level of well, he didn't have any respect for any of them. But Shannon and that other little slow girl, two of them.
I don't know who said it earlier. No, yeah, someone said that he didn't like women. He preferred younger, right? But UP, you said earlier you gave us his childhood history. He was in a relationship with an older woman at 10.
No,
So
not he was a teenager. He
was
wasn't.
a teenager. Okay.
Yeah, I think he was like 13 or 14, and he was having sex with a 50-something-year-old woman.
Right.
That's not funny. I'm just that made me uncomfortable. So I was just like, oh, like just the thought of it.
Oh yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
But think about that teenage boy growing up in with an older woman relationship, not understanding what's going on, whatever was going through his mind. He probably does hate women because a woman did that to him.
And not even just that too, Mika. When I didn't even know this part when they said something about the brother unaliving himself because of some past things that he has done. A lot of men still struggle with, am I gay? Because this happened to me when I was younger, and blase. It's given it's given the Barge family all over again for me. It's a lot of layers to what's going on with that family.
It is. And no excuse is being made for him, but it's just, and then the women that's dealt with him, and of course they probably didn't know any of this, but ew.
But my thing is this. I see, I have to say this, and I'm not saying it because I have docs or I've looked up people. There is no excuse for not knowing that this man had touched on little kids in the past. You're gonna give your body to somebody, you're gonna have kids with somebody, you're gonna let somebody move in your house without even searching them, investigating.
Yes.
You're gonna open your legs to a man without even figuring out whether or not he harmed little kids or whether or not he can harm you. You're not gonna search him. You're not gonna try to find out what. Girl, ain't no way
Women do it. Women
ain't
do
no
it.
way in hell anybody that I would deal with would have to know. Nigga, I'm gonna find out who you are.
Absolutely. I got a
in my
child.
home. So
I have a child. So absolutely. But these women, they sound like pick-me's. They sound like, ooh, he light-skinned. Ooh, he own a business. Ooh. I don't know. But no, not around my child. I don't know you.
Right.
I could have been talking to you for 6 months. I still don't know you.
Exactly. Okay, let's finish playing now.
That chaos already started with stage 1 and 2.
What chaos to start?
Remember I put a post up? Oh, I told you I put a post up.
I believe that, Tandy.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I get that part, man. But I need you.
So she talking about a post that she put up, right? She put a post up asking for help to find Naziah, and she shared it with Jarvis, and Jarvis had more followers on his Facebook, right? So she shared it with Jarvis, and she asked Jarvis to share it on his Facebook, and he didn't. He didn't share it on his Facebook, and the police thought that was very suspicious, especially since he was close to Naziah, inappropriately close, now that we find out, and he knew her. That everybody was like, why wouldn't he share that post? Because he already knew she was dead.
He knew it. Yeah.
No reason to look for when you already know that the little girl is deceased.
Right.
Absolutely.
This comment from the chat real quick.
I know.
Huh?
Let me read this comment from the chat real quick. They said, I think it's Cality. They said, well, think about it. More conversations
I said, hey, Callie T.
They said, well, think about it. More conversations need to happen about men who are SA'd because they become like this. I agree with that 100%.
I agree with that too, Callie T. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, UP.
So I'll call you back later.
All right. So if I don't have no news, I'm going to say I don't have no news.
You say what?
I said if I don't have any news, I'm going to tell you I don't have any news.
All right. Yeah.
Now, as you're about to listen to these calls, here is what I want you to keep in mind. Just one day after Jarvis Butts surrendered to the Wayne County Jail on February the 8th, 2024, Jarvis contacted King requesting for him to retrieve the cell phone from his fiance's vehicle. But after King became aware that Jarvis wanted that phone retrieved, something changed. Although Jarvis was able to directly contact King on February the 8th, Jarvis would later complain on February the 11th that King was no longer directly answering his calls. Instead, Jarvis was only able to get in contact with King through three-way calling. Now, do you guys think it's possible that Jarvis wanted to speak directly with King to see if King was able to retrieve that cell phone?
Duh.
Let's talk about what he did see. So we know that Messiah got on her school bus around 2:45 on the 9th. She got off the bus.
Yeah, listen, I gotta shout this lady out because I'm gonna keep on saying her name. Y'all see her name right up there. Is YouTube Shanitra Speaks. Please go and subscribe to her channel because this lady puts it together. Like I haven't seen anybody else put it together. Okay, like she does her damn thing on these recordings.
A few minutes later, and then she was seen walking up Bedford. She was wearing at that point light color blue jeans, a black hoodie, and then a colorful coat with fur around the hood. There's some insinuation that somehow there was a plan that she would meet up with Mr. Butts, but the testimony of Mr. Wright was that they were driving around that afternoon back and forth to various auto parts stores, and I believe that they in fact had to go back to one kind of unplanned because they either missed something or there was an issue. And so to say that somehow Mr. Butts would have known that she would have been on that street at that specific time and that they would have been there at that specific time is quite a leap considering.
This is a call from an inmate at Wayne County Jail. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. The inmate has requested that you pay for this call. If you don't wish to talk, hang up now.
Click.
Okay.
Hey,
Where are you?
in the basement.
You doing hair?
Yep.
Do me a favor.
What?
Be careful.
Huh?
Be careful.
Listen, y'all.
What? Why your mouth like that?
Huh?
Why you talking?
He's trying to whisper like he can whisper and the damn recording won't pick him up. He like, listen to me carefully.
Your mouth. Why it's like you got something in
Because
your
you
mouth?
know we be hearing you talk in the background now.
248-891-0246.
What the fuck is that?
248-891-0246.
Wait a minute. You ain't even giving me a chance to write it down. I told you, boy.
Okay, getting ready to call King.
248 what?
891-0246.
891-2406.
891-0246. 891-0246. 248-891-0246.
This the former fiance.
I'm dyslexic. 891
0246.
0246. Okay, what's that? That's somebody's phone number?
Thank you, please, now.
I'm just trying to do.
You ain't slow.
Can I do that fine?
And now, please.
Okay. And
All right. All right, well, I'll later, man. Finish your hair. Love you.
don't do that.
What?
Why are you rushing off the fucking phone? And why you didn't call me this morning like you said you would?
I tried to. It was they let us out late.
Mm-hmm.
Tried to, man.
All right.
Now you rushing me. All right, I'll talk to you later.
I ain't rushing you. You gonna rush me up the phone. Clearly, you don't have that phone.
You busy, man. You're doing hair right now, so I'll talk to you in a minute.
What the fuck that mean? Because when I was doing hair,
it's some boring ones in here. You got some good ones. Truth is, because
I got a funny one. Shay, if y'all want to laugh or some shit, I don't know.
yeah,
But I'm gonna play it. I'll play it. You know, a little bit of this. And,
you play yours because it's getting late, and I know a lot of people.
okay.
We gotta move.
I'm just I sent it. I might have to give you the
Yeah.
timestamp. UP. I sent it to you, and I sent it to you just in case we got to switch positions. Okay. But what I'm gonna let y'all hear is one of the girls, Kizzy. It's gonna be 3 clips that I'm gonna play. 3 timestamps that I'm gonna play for this specific video. They're not long, but she's gonna be arguing with him, and something happened. I don't know what happened, but he calls her and he was crying. Okay. And because he's crying and whispering, it's going to be very hard to make out. So I need the chat to participate and say, truthfully, we can't hear none of that, so that I can pause it and tell you exactly what he's saying. Yeah. So she hung up on him or didn't want to be bothered with him, and he's going to gaslight her. This phone call y'all about to hear, the news has already broke that he's responsible for the situation. Okay, so you're gonna listen to a phone call of a woman backing him up with that he was around a lot. And she said, I don't know if it's in this clip, but she said, these people accusing you of this stuff, saying I'm talking to a man that touch kids. You ain't did that. My daughter, ain't nothing happened to my daughter. But all right, so let me start.
At the end of the day, it is what it is, man.
Okay, so he's gaslighting her, telling her he wants to send her and stuff back because she left him for dead.
What's the
Sorry, I'm coming.
Okay, I got the video. I'll see what you're talking about. You want me to play the timestamp?
I don't mind if I shoot. I just care one thing. So I just care one thing.
I just want to know the truth. It's up to me if I want to accept it or not. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. She's questioning him because she just found out that he has a sex offender charge. What nobody else thinks. I mean, can nobody run my life with me? I'm grown as hell.
I didn't want you to judge me.
I'm very well enough grown woman.
But you still adjust yourself to what people think and people say.
Yeah, I did do that. Yeah, what people said and what they think and all that. Yeah.
You still do that. You still give a fuck about what people think and what people say.
Yeah, you're right. I still do give a fuck about what people think.
And a lot of times, man, you know, you let that be your judgment. You let that make your judgment sway you.
Yeah, I do. You're right, I do.
So regardless of the fact of what you may think or if you say it out of your mouth, the fact still remains that you are easily influenced.
Oh my God.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. You're easily influenced by those around you. You're easily influenced by what people say. You're easily influenced by what people think.
Okay.
You're grown, and if you say you're grown like you're grown, that shouldn't matter. You know, influences around you should dictate the way that you react or how you treat or how you view people.
Yeah.
Hey, pause it, Truthy. So she is talking to him about.
Y'all got to see her too. I'm gonna put her picture up while you talking, Mika.
Okay. So she's talking to him about current events. What's happening? Where's this girl? They're saying this and that about you, right? This fool is talking to her about being insecure. He not addressing
about a little girl.
Yes. He is talking to her about how she can't let other people influence the way that she think and what she sees, so forth and so on. Child, no, put that picture down.
That's her.
I ain't doing
That's
it.
how she
I
looks.
ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. I can't. He is talking to her. She is being finessed. I can't look at her with that red.
Finesse.
What church you going
Finesse.
to? What church? Where the red
Yes,
hat come from?
girl.
Red
She
hat,
so
red
ugly.
braids, red shirt, wig, red glasses. If you don't get big
She
red
look,
out my face,
The
she look
devil
like
wears red, baby.
she look like she dressed up for something, don't she?
She thought she ate. Mind you, mind y'all, she got a stud girlfriend. And he
hush
knows
up.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, she got a girlfriend. And she calls the girlfriend her baby mama. So
yeah.
one of these clips I'm gonna play, you're gonna hear her saying, my baby mama told me woo woo woo. No, she said, my baby mama keep trying to question me when you come to you. Mind your business. But okay. I'm gonna let y'all
But
hear him. Go
but wait a
ahead.
minute, I gotta go back to it.
Okay.
This I don't understand. I mean, the psychology, the mental. I don't know about some of these women, right? But if woman, big red, if you are talking to this man and saying this is what they're saying about you, or bringing up the case, or the charges, whatever the case may be, right? The news article, whatever, she knows about it. Why are you letting him finesse you into talking to you about what you shouldn't be listening to? Like,
Oh, well, you're gonna hear it because that's how she found out that he didn't want her on the internet because that's how he found out. She found out he proposed to one of his baby mamas while they were in a so-called relationship, and she found out about a baby from the internet through this case while they were in a relationship. He told her that baby wasn't his.
man,
So Mika, you about to get livid at what you about to hear. Now I'm about to play.
stuff like this irritates me. You know it
Yeah,
does.
oh, it's gonna get good
Oh,
for
it
that
gets worse.
irritation.
Oh, you ain't heard
It's gonna
nothing
get
yet.
yeah.
Oh, this stuff gets worse. It gets worse.
So
And
he gonna call her crying, throwing a fit, and just listen to how she reacts to him.
Why you answer my pictures, Dad?
Why did you leave me like that? Why did you leave me, man? Why did you shit on me, man? In my downtime, why did you shit on me, man? Because you could leave.
She looked like a pimp.
So I don't want nothing, man, to remind me of nobody, man, who don't love me, man, who not there for me, man, who don't care for me, man. So why would I keep looking at a constant reminder of you left me, man, in my downtime?
Really, Jarvis? Really? That's how you feel about me?
No, that's not how I feel about you. That's how I feel about the situation, man, because you did me wrong, man.
Jarvis, I told you, you asked me, you said, if I can go on
Love me, though, but you just easily influenced by, man, or whatever. But you easily influenced, but you love me, right? You care for me, right?
Yes, I do. I care for you. I love all of you. I love you. I love you. But it's like,
somebody you want to about me, somebody you leave. Because you under pressure, because you under scrutiny, because you get what people think, man. You can't.
I haven't left you, Jarvis. I am waiting on you to. Sinitra? I'm waiting. That's all I'm doing is waiting. You asked me to come all away from me. I said.
You told me you was done. You told me you was done. You told me you was over. You told me it was over.
I know what I told you. I was angry.
You left me.
She told him it was over in the email the night before. So that's what they're talking about.
I heard her say something about because she was angry.
Mm-hmm.
She
They
should
had
have
got
been
in the
angry
argument.
at that red hat and shirt and stuff she had.
And them
well,
fake ass Cartiers on your face, bitch.
what's interesting? No, he from the D. That was real. No, I'm just playing. we got the
Not him, her. I'm talking about her.
national. Well, he had some on too.
Yeah,
Listen,
them
what
Detroiters,
made
when it comes to
what?
them Cartiers, them Cash Doll and them
Yeah,
Detroiters, Lord.
Stay
they
on the
be real
subject.
out here. They be real, but because they'll be spending their last dime on some Cartiers, honey. But let me tell you, what made me so mad is that he was crying to her, talking about, "Why'd you leave me, man? Why'd you desert me? You threw me up under the bus. I just want people that's gonna be there
Love
for me.
me.
You're the only one I got. I want you." And he talking to 10 women and telling them all the same thing. I cannot. Cannot.
Welcome to Jarvis World featuring the Jarvettes. That's the YouTube nickname for them, the Jarvettes. All right, y'all, come on.
You left me. You left me. You left me. I have not left you, Jarvis. I'm not even going nowhere. I'm not even going nowhere. I'm right here. I'm not even with nobody. You notice I ain't talked to you. I ain't reached out to you. I ain't said. Yes,
I know you fucking lying.
I noticed all of it. Oh, bro, you heard you took my fucking soul, bro.
He said, "You took my soul, bro."
Wait, pause, Truthie, pause.
Okay.
Please pause. Are you telling me the lady with the girlfriend is on here? I'm not going nowhere.
Yes.
Bye. I know you fucking lying.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You
See,
know what?
Well,
Fuck.
she had a girlfriend. Wait, Joy. She had a girlfriend while he was home, and he knew about it. It's her baby mama.
Let me
He
just
knows
go.
they all know about each other.
I quit.
And then Kizzy, her name
we told
Kizzy.
you to listen. We told y'all to listen to this stuff. Prepare yourself so you wouldn't be triggered.
Now I heard
No, but
some.
because
I
we've
know.
I
been
heard
listening to
some.
different stuff. That's why we all different. Because I think I've been listening to another chick, and I think we all been listening to different things. I didn't catch this one.
Uh-huh. I think
Yeah,
I'm gonna take up
Demetria
for
been
y'all.
putting
Don't
them out.
worry. It was hard, UP, when we. It was kind of hard when we, because we just said like last week, y'all go listen. But for them to start doing it on a time limit from scratch, and you go see them calls lined up, it's overwhelming. It's hard. It's hard to just be like and remember what was said, because I listened to these calls nonstop over the past 3 weeks. So I feel like I had an easier head start than trying to cram it in within a week. And plus the sound, if you're not patient, a lot of the
It's
sound is bad.
horrible.
Yeah, it'll irritate you and make you not listen no more. So I got y'all back. Y'all ain't turning y'all homework, but
No,
I
because
got
I
y'all
was
back.
super hyper. I was hyper focused. I was hyper focused on that one chick because she sounded so young. It was one of them
Oh
chicks.
yeah, yeah.
So I was hyper focused on her for a while because I'm like, man, I hope out there they don't find out that that's a little girl too, because she had like a little rinky dink job. She like, oh, what's wrong with you? Tell me, what's wrong with you? I'm just, it's just. I was like, huh?
That's May.
She pregnant, right?
Oh,
That's Nay because she pregnant, right? She said she was pregnant.
By
That's
him?
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh God.
yeah.
Oh
and
Lord.
And,
Mika
While
said,
he
oh
was
the
God.
woman from
while he was in jail, he
Mika just fainted.
yeah.
it was another woman in North Carolina pregnant too.
Yeah, the North Carolina woman I heard. I listened to that one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, how he get to North Carolina?
Well, she was in
No,
Detroit.
she was in Detroit and she moved.
She
She's
moved.
from
Okay.
He
Detroit.
met her in Detroit. I don't know if she was living there, but they got together in Detroit and then
She moved.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
She
these
was
women
older.
making babies and oh my goodness. And oh, these kids gonna grow up with their mamas thinking like this and learn behavior. It's gonna be a repeated cycle.
Yep, generational curse.
Oh my goodness. All right, I'm ready. I can't look at Big Red, but I'm ready. All right.
Hmm.
Go ahead, Truth.
She ain't playing it. Truth is, I can't hear her.
She not talking. I don't hear nothing.
I wonder what her timestamps are. Let me see. You know her phone be going dead. Let me see. Let me see. Somebody type in truth is we can't hear you. Truth is.
She just dropped down, so maybe her phone, something happened with her phone.
Okay, well, let me see if I can find the timestamp that she was focused on. Hold on 1 second. Give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna try to see if I can find it as to what they were talking about. Because she sent me, yeah.
I don't want to call it a dumb question because these women appear to be insecure and, other things, right? Since his passing, do we know if any of these women have come out on Facebook to say something,
Oh,
Instagram,
y'all,
YouTube?
listen. What's that? Callie T said it in the chat. She said something about Tootie. Go to Tootie's channel. Everybody go to Tootie. I shared her out on my community wall. If you go to Tootie's channel, you'll be able to see that that she has interviewed, and she has some interviews. She says she has an interview coming with another baby mama of Jarvis Butts, but she even interviewed the judge that said that Jarvis Butts was a monster. That girl is a beast.
Yeah, I've seen an
I love
interview with the
Because I
judge.
think I was listening to, because of whoever, Tootie, I guess, that you had shared a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. Okay. So she's been coming up on in my timeline, in my feeds. Okay.
Okay, yeah, and that's what and Callie T, she helped out too, because Jarvis dated her when he was in his 20s. That's when he dated the lady from North Carolina. When he was in his 20s, that's when they was, doing things and stuff. But he kept in touch with her and stuff, and was basically, okay, here she's back. Okay, girl, we ready. I was trying to find the timestamp so I could play it for you. I still can't hear her. If you can type the timestamp.
I'm back. All right, I'm back.
You back? Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna try to give it to you, but you know how it shows up like with the negative. Right now, I'm at negative 146. Let me see something. Wait a minute, y'all.
Okay.
Okay, so UP. I'm at the 13-minute mark. If I drop again, I'm at like around that mark, and I'm gonna play a little bit more of this, and then I'm gonna go to the next timestamp, which is gonna be I got a screenshot of the next timestamp, so I'll know that for sure.
Okay, if you drop it down, put it in the back chat, and or put it in the group chat. And
if I drop, because I got my other phone right here, so if I drop, I'll instantly put it inside
and
the chat. So okay. Yeah.
Sounds
okay.
Good.
Good.
Yeah, I'll call you back. I've had several occasions already that you do give a fuck about me. Or how you have.
I'm worried because I don't think you do.
What?
I do. So that was way before.
Okay.
Yeah, they showed that I was I told you I dropped it in there that they ended up.
Okay, here it is, y'all.
Yes, I noticed that.
You hurt.
I noticed all of it.
Soul, bro. You hurt into my fucking soul, bro.
I feel like you haven't caused no hurt, no type of pain. You don't feel when I told you when that shit got on Facebook the first time, or you proposed to your baby mama, whatever you call it, you hurt me. You don't feel like that was like that got the constant.
You touched me.
You told me you was gonna marry me.
He crying.
Oh my goodness.
You go and call or text me and send me pictures of you proposing to another female, your baby mama. How do you think I'm supposed to feel about that? That shit hurt me because I believe that what you said what came out your mouth. Everything that you have to be talked about, you told me. I believe with you. And what everything that it got right in my face. It got
She talking about the baby mama engagement she found about on Facebook. Jarvis brought her. Turned. It turned brown. She need to take it back because Pandora expensive. Right. Okay.
How you think I should feel? Did it backfire? Did I leave you? Yes, it did backfire. It backfired. Hell yeah, it backfired. That shit backfired in my face because you put a ring on her finger, not mine.
You worried about a ring, but the girl is missing.
Not going. It's
Right.
not gonna be the same. I told
Right,
you
Mika.
it. I haven't left you, Jarvis. I ain't even went nowhere. What you want me to do? I asked you, what do you want me to do? I want you to do what you feel. It's not up to me. It's what you feel. And obviously you felt that. You put my skin in my pictures back. Look out, this is about to write you again. You put my skin in my pictures back. I text you to see if you got the stuff. I sent it.
Okay, I'm gonna pause that because they about to be lovey dovey. So yeah. And then I'm gonna go to another clip. I'm gonna go to where she's asking him. Hold on. That's right. Hold on, y'all.
Woo. Y'all hear that mess? Ooh, Jesus.
So
that man.
She is more. I mean, I know you ladies had said it
Okay, I'm
earlier
back.
about the women the women being more concerned about the other women that they found out, and like what you told me, you lied to me, so forth and so on. These women are really more concerned about the lies that this man told them
About
than yes,
than about him raping and killing a little girl.
Yes. Unbelievable.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
OMG.
Okay,
And the
here we
thing
go.
about it is, I wouldn't want to be on no recorded call like that, talking to no man like that. I'd be asking him every question. He would never want to talk to me.
Never
Exactly.
again.
So she's about to talk to him about the babies and all of that, whatever type of stuff, and the sex offender charge from back in the day. And he about to explain. Just listen.
I know you don't care about none of that. I know you don't. So it's just a lot of shit I heard, and that half of that shit just broke my heart. Like, really? You heard about what? You heard a bunch of bullshit that way that is what it's about me. Babies, it's more than it's supposed to be more babies anyway. Bro, I got the kids I got, man. I ain't got babies on no mother.
Yeah, my thing not skipping. She's blocking out the curse words. If it seemed like it's jumping, it's not me. The curse words are being blocked out.
Do you know they showed the picture? Do you know they showed the picture of you and your other baby mama together? You got purple. She got on purple. Do you know they said I seen that shit? You know how old the girl that was, bro? That was the flavor. She got on the dress and I got on the little suit. That's her mama's. Yes. Way before I yeah, they showed that. I was like, man.
That picture that's floating around of the Ninja Turtle, him and the Ninja Turtle baby mama with the purple dress on, that's what she's taught. That's what he's saying to her. And he gonna say, oh, she was pregnant, as if that takes away from how ugly she was or some shit.
I bet she was pregnant. And they left her like, ain't you glad you didn't get pregnant? The whole
Big Red
about me.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. And I feel like, the pictures, the sex offender pictures, how you think I feel about that? I feel like you should have told me about that.
Okay, but it was my yes, man. What the fuck is the
Okay, all right. So if we talk and you met me and I met you, don't you think you okay? I gotta pass. So it's up to you if you want.
That's different than what you exactly you would have. I'll call you when I got to shower. We'll finish this conversation.
Okay.
Right. So he got off the phone because she wanted to talk about the sex offender stuff. I'm gonna go to the next thing.
I love you.
Same woman?
Absolutely.
Big Red. All right.
Big Red, baby. Big Red. Okay.
Well, for me,
They need to be stitched together.
man. Yeah.
That didn't come from no fucking bone.
Oh, sorry. I'm here. I got it.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Okay. Dress and put on my clothes and this.
Okay, listen.
11:50.
How you get to the next zone?
Okay, sure, I heard you. And I have a paper go around up there, and I got the toilets. I just actually cute. You remember that ring you got me? The one that everybody quote unquote thought it was an engagement ring? The one from Pandora? Why that motherfucker turned?
What you turn?
She said, "Why the fuck a turn?"
He said it turned. The ring turned. She said the ring turned. I'm gonna rewind. I'm gonna go back a second. I'm gonna rewind it.
Wait, green?
He brought her a ring from Pandora and it turned.
That bitch turned green on her fuck ass. That's what she get, bitch.
I'm gonna go back.
I just actually cute. You remember that ring you got me? The one that everybody quote unquote thought it was an engagement ring? The one from Pandora? That motherfucker turned.
What you turn?
The ring part of it cut.
Can't get a color?
No, I don't know. Yeah, it's like
Oh no.
like it's color faded.
Same color though, right?
Yeah, it's the same color. You faded a little bit.
Oh, that's probably I'm about to say make a Pandora ain't supposed to do none of that. Yeah, you take that bitch back, man. That motherfucker.
He got that from Timu.
You have that motherfucker for life. I say that was one of the expensive rings. That's what I'm cheap.
So that's the ring one. He said that was one of the expensive rings. That bitch won't cheat.
From Timu?
Basically. And he had bought her. Go ahead. Okay, so now I'm gonna let y'all hear her get upset that her family and friends want to hold Jarvis accountable for what he did, and she's gonna get mad.
This shit came from. To be honest, I don't know. I can't even say. So,
I can hear.
because when I took him out into all this shit, I'm really irritated about it. Very irritated. Because it's my responsibility. Like, what the, my dog. So you have to change it. Yes.
Shit happens.
Yeah, she don't want to. Sure. Don't you hang up on me. I'll probably take some time.
They silent, y'all.
Nobody appears or anything. Everybody has so much to say and don't even know the even if it was their house. Y'all all have so much to know. I'm like really totally sick of it. And when I start going off on all y'all, y'all gonna be feeling like damn, if I don't give a no more. Like, girl, stay the fuck out my business and mind your own. My baby mama. The fuck she got to say? Y'all told nothing. She like, I just want, and she was like, that mom, you know, I ain't got nothing to say about nothing.
What is she saying?
Say it again.
All I heard was that. What is she saying?
She said she's mocking the baby mama. She telling him what the baby mama said. All the baby mama said was, "Did you see this?" And Kizzy is upset that the baby mama asking, "Hey, did you hear this about him?" I'll go back 5 seconds.
I'm fine. Y'all gonna be feeling like damn, if I don't give a no more. Like, girl, stay the fuck out my business and mind your own. My baby mama. The fuck she got to say? Y'all told nothing. She like, I just want, and she was like, that mom, you know, I ain't got nothing to say about nothing. I just want to make sure you okay. I'm fine. But when I keep saying stuff, what people say, and then that upsets me. Like, stop. Like, I know everything. I know what's going on. I look at the news. I look at the podcast. I don't even look at them podcasts like that. Because I don't want to hear that shit. That's why I stop. And so y'all to sit up there and say what's going on, what people say, people talk every day, all fucking day. That little girl, that ain't the only motherfucking little girl that's missing. It's a whole bunch of them missing.
Ooh, girl.
Damn.
Did y'all hear that?
Yes.
Did y'all hear that?
These bitches
she put a mark on her. Everywhere she go, people gonna be wanting to knock the hell out of her. She put a mark on herself, a negative one, when she said that when it's recorded and it got released.
And then she made it bad for her own children too, because this is all over social media. And then you hear how insensitive these grown adult women are about the kidnap, rape, and murder of a little girl.
A little girl that he was with on a regular.
That they still haven't found. Like, come on now.
And it seemed like they were so, because Shannon got 5 kids by him. She got the most kids by him. When it comes to Kizzy, I feel like her attitude is, ew, why her niece, his ex-niece, everybody want to talk about her and her niece and, they victims and stuff, but he my man. Why they making them more big in the news? That's how her ignorant ass looking at it. Never mind the actual situation at hand. That's how she looking at it. Why they getting all the attention and everybody want to talk about his ex-baby mama. That's her issue. Not that the little girl missing.
People talk every day, all fucking day. That little girl, that ain't the only motherfucking little girl that's missing. It's a whole bunch of them missing.
Shit. A whole bunch of them missing.
That shit just... I know you in no good mood.
You said what?
I know you in no good mood.
I am, of course. Like, should I just think about this? Because everybody has so much to do. That's who I'm touching. That's who I'm love. Stop worrying about my love life right about now. That's what people need to stop doing.
Can I say something real fast?
Yeah.
This world is not. This world do not have humans on it anymore. Just
right, Joy. I agree.
Cold.
That is
cold, don't they? They seem cold for everything. Like
so cold,
just cold.
That is. I mean, I'm sorry, sidetrack, because I barely, when I did, just with my kids, it was hard for me sometimes to fuss at them or even spank them because we grew up getting spanked. We grew up getting yelled at. So I thought I'd be a better mom than, not better than my parents or anything of that nature because they were still good parents. But I try to do stuff different. And just listening to this, d- I'm, I'm, tr-
Well,
that girl
it,
said, it's a lot of little girls missing out here. Like, and like shit. And that's cold.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
Or
gonna go on
because
mute.
you know what? Or because I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I said I'm gonna go on mute because that was cold.
What's happening here with this bitch? It's making her that everybody focus on that little girl. She don't want that attention on them because she wanna, the more it comes out, the more people side eyeing her for being with him, and she wants to be with him and can't be with him in peace. They keep talking about a fucking little girl that's missing. I'm tired
Which
of it. I
one
want
is
to be
this
with my
one?
man
Which
in
face
peace.
is this one? What she look like?
This is
Which
church
Her.
hat. This church hat.
this one? What
That's
right
her.
here?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
church hat. Yeah,
that's
that's
her.
I okay, yeah. She got a bunch of different pictures. She always keep her boy head with some crochet braids. She thought she was the cutest out of all of them, but she wasn't. Nate actually the prettiest out of all of them. I can tell by the braid choice. Her decision
He didn't
making
have
is
no
all.
he didn't have no supermodel on his squad. That's all we gonna say. Okay.
Not a nary. How they say it, not a nary one. This clip,
Not
I don't know how
everyone.
much. I don't know how much further this clip on about this is. One of the
You breaking up.
ones that was like good. They were kind of This, you can hear me now.
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm gonna play this last little one, and I'm done. I don't know what's left. I'm just gonna see what's left, and then this is it for this one.
Not worried about who I'm pushing. It's not worried about my love life right about now. That's what people do. Not worried about who I'm pushing. And who I'm love, and who I am in love with, and who I'm with. We always have an opinion about something. They do. Always. I'm fine. Just because I love this and cried and I ain't doing something wrong with me.
She said, just around this bitch boohooing and crying.
Around what bitch boohooing and crying?
Just in general, like she's speaking on her family and friends, like I guess because she not calling them crying. Look what's happening in the Jarvis. Oh my God. Woo, woo,
Oh,
woo.
okay.
Play it again.
I'm fine. Just because I love this and cried and I ain't doing something wrong with me. That's just bad, beautiful.
Okay, yeah, I think that's it for that. I don't think I
Well,
got
why
nothing
would
else.
she be boohooing and crying if she's not even concerned about where this little girl is?
No, she
Isn't
wasn't
that her?
crying for the little girl. She was crying for herself and because her man that she barely saw when he was out, because she said it. She was seeing
Yeah.
him. She said it herself that she barely saw him when he was out of jail. That she was crying for the loss of her love, Jarvis.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I can't yeah. I can't do this with her because she got she has a baby mama and she talking to this this evil man, and she more worried about a fake ring on a baby mama somewhere. Like, I can't do this with her. I can't. I can't.
She talking to this evil man. That bitch is evil. She's
Yeah.
evil. I want to fast forward so fast into time when we find out that this bitch has. I'm sorry. Let me be quiet, Joy. Because one of these hoes has something to do with this situation as well. I'm sorry.
You think
I
so?
don't know. I don't know because a lot of them seem like they were in the dark about him. That's the thing. They really seemed like they were in the dark about him, who he was and what he was capable of doing.
But
So
everybody knows jail calls are recorded now.
yeah, it tells you that when you're on the phone.
Yeah, so it just seems like everybody was kind of sort of trying to say stuff but not say stuff.
And think about, let's look at the psychology of him. He don't trust nobody. He had 10 plus women.
Yeah.
So I don't think he would get
Yeah.
either one of those women to do anything or hide something for him. He don't trust anybody.
Yeah, he trusts
Yeah.
that man more than he trusts because he trusts the code more than he trusts those women because
Yep.
he wanted King to get that phone out of that car and King wasn't with it. He just didn't
Yep.
do it. He played
Ex-
Uh-huh.
around like he looked for it. He lied and said it, and he said it. He said, "I looked for it. I didn't see nothing." He was like, "Oh, you didn't see." So he didn't even try to look for it. And he told the police that. He said, yeah, he did. He called me, he wanted me to get the phone, but I didn't really look for it because he didn't want to be involved like that.
and which one of
Mhm.
those baby mamas gave up that toothbrush?
No,
That
that
was
was at
Shannon.
Shania's house.
That
Yeah,
was at
Yeah.
Shannon's house.
yeah.
Yeah,
They went and
she
got
handed that motherfucker over. She said,
choice. She didn't have a choice. They went and got the toothbrush for DNA.
I know. You know, we don't. That's why I was like, when I heard that part, I was like, oh yeah,
I
it's
need to
over.
find a clip and we need to do a part two because we could come back. It don't have to be on a Brewing Crew. It can be on another live because we got to pull out the good clips where the son said something, where he was talking about when they found the phone, what he said about that.
See,
Know
I
what
look
you
for
think?
that. I look for the clip of that little boy all night. I looked for like an hour, man. I couldn't take it no more. I was tired, but I definitely looked.
And I want to find out about the brother.
Yeah.
Uh, no,
So what I can do is
I'm talking about the little girl's brother that looked just like him.
You talking about Nazia's brother?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
something about that. It's something about that too.
Well, I'm gonna do a little research and we'll put another live together and come back and we'll talk about this a little bit more. It might not be on a Brewing Crew episode. And listen, y'all, in the title, we have a new channel. I just haven't posted it yet. So when I post it, I will go live again. And I want all of y'all to subscribe to our Brewing Crew channel.
Subscribe,
We're getting it
subscribe.
together. We got the email that's gonna match the channel and everything. We'll be doing everything on that specific channel where
We
none it
definitely
was
gonna
none.
need y'all to subscribe because we definitely gonna need our subs up over there, okay?
We're gonna need our subs because we gotta go live on that channel next time. So we need them numbers so we can go
To
live,
get them
y'all.
numbers, y'all gonna really have to show us y'all fuck with us and y'all support us for real.
That's right. That's right.
So
So
another great motherfucking live from Brewing Crew.
that's right. And
We're
we're gonna talk.
episode 8.
Did anybody else have anything else to say?
I know this helicopter needs to
So
stop being so rude. They need to find whoever the fuck they looking for. I know that. Stupid ass helicopter.
so um
Uh-oh.
I know,
Go ahead. So
you
I ain't
know,
saying nothing. That was
I
me.
know I know phone calls is probably still being obtained and requested and stuff, but did anybody speak about phone calls to his mom, to the
No,
grandmother, the
no,
auntie, the
no.
anybody? No.
Only his
Uh-uh.
women. Only those women.
Only his women. No family members. Nobody that
He called the
nobody.
sister once. He called the sister once, and that was the only time he was able to get through to her because once just like Shannon, when she realized the charges, she blocked him from calling, being able to call. A lot of people were stopping him from calling. He was making them women call on a three-way, and that's how he was finally getting an answer.
Getting through to people.
Yeah. Yep. He was tricking them into talking to him and stuff. And then what's so crazy about it is, like, you would think that he would be the I don't know. It was kind of like he ran everything, even the men. You know what I'm saying? Like, even some of the men didn't want to say what that they should have said to him as a grown ass man about what he did, what he was charged with, and stuff. That's just crazy. How they all just coddled him, took care of him, and he did that to that little girl and other little girls.
Other little girls. And although I don't know, early on when you were talking about it, the impact statements and stuff, I was thinking, I was like, I wonder if he's done this before.
The girl said it. I was
And
just about
nobody
to say that,
knows.
Mika. I was just about to say that, Mika. This one chick, this one, I guess she's still not. When she said she ain't the only little girl missing, it's almost sounding like she's doing her own admission to knowing more.
I took that statement as,
It's a
this ain't
lot of
going.
girls.
It's a lot of girl
I
missing
didn't take it
in
like
this.
that because I watch Law and Order. I don't
Yeah,
give a fuck.
and
I'm
you
a
believe
detective. I'm a detective. I'm a self-proclaimed detective,
you're a
motherfuckers.
conspiracy theorist sometimes too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
that's
But
a
okay.
bad thing.
No, I'm not saying that.
Uh-uh.
I'm saying that that's what it is, because I do honestly think that woman was saying, like, what's special about her? It's a bunch of girls out here missing. Ain't nothing special about another little girl missing. And I think that shows her level of,
Disregard.
attachment
That's
and
giving
Yep.
her. That's giving her an
sensitivity.
out, though.
It's not giving her an out. It just shows like how dead she is inside. Because if it was her daughter missing, she would want somebody to care. It's different when the shoe is on your foot. You know what I'm saying? And you have to go through something. You would want people to care about what happened to your child. If Jarvis did that to her child, I'm sure. Well, I don't even know, because it seemed like a lot of these women was letting that man in his house. Shoot, they might have been grooming their own kids for him. I don't know. The way these women were
That's
talking.
that's why I said what I said. That's why I'm saying it like that, because somehow, some way, even with the grandmother, you know what I'm saying, taking in all these children. Some children end up missing. Some children end up all of a sudden. It's like, oh, what happened to that kid? Oh, they took him back. It's just, maybe I am a conspiracy theorist person that I be watching so much. Did you guys ever watch Beauty and Black?
No, I didn't.
Was that on Netflix?
Yeah, a whole family
Oh
has
yes, I
something to
did
do
see
with
that.
trafficking young kids, and
Mm-hmm.
everything was going on in that show that was so crazy to me that and one person didn't know this and they didn't know that. I'm just, yeah, I am a conspiracy. I like you said, tomato tomato. I took it like the little bitch probably knew something.
You said a little bit, bro. Yeah.
I mean, you never know, Joy. UP got a question. When it
Mm-hmm.
comes to CPS being involved in this particular family, both sides, right?
Mm-hmm.
Family members, calling authorities and say, hey, something may not be right. I'm concerned about some things, blah, 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 blah. Why, although I know the answer, because it's worldwide when it comes to CPS and the attention that they can give families and, and so forth and so on. But why did they not take this seriously with the other children, potentially, if they were called on?
Because the problem with CPS is that you need a complainant. So when they said that Jarvis was touching on the kids, one of the kids said that they felt uncomfortable, and they told their family member, and they told their family member what happened, and their family member was the one that called the police and called CPS. So it was third-hand information. But when CPS reached out to the family and they did their investigation, they lied and said that Jarvis wasn't even really around the kids that much. He just came for the party, and the kids denied it. The children
Wow.
denied. So
So
none
they
of the
got to the
children.
kids.
Yeah. So none of the children. No, he had a relationship with these kids. These
No,
kids didn't. These
I'm
kids
saying
didn't.
the adults. Did the adults
No,
get
what
to
I'm
the
saying is
kids
when
to make them?
I don't know if the adults see these children up until Jarvis was arrested. Everybody loved him. All of the kids loved him. He would be the one to give them money. He would be the one to buy them clothing or like get them candy or whatever. Even the boys.
He was the cool
like,
uncle, the cool cousin, the
yeah,
cool,
or he was cool Jarvis or you know, he was that kind of guy to them. So they covered for him. And listen, the girls, actually, even his own daughter, they started feeling that way about him. You know what I'm saying? Even Naziah started feeling like she was in a relationship with him.
Absolutely. I mean,
she was competing with her aunt for this grown-ass man. You know, and when, oh my God, listen, truth is, they think this is bad. What y'all need to hear the damn text messages.
Oh, there's text messages?
Them text messages are hit different. Them text messages hit different, baby.
Messages between Jarvis Butts and Naziah, and they are disgusting.
Even the judge had to take a recess reading the messages. And the lady, they had like a some text communications lady. I forgot her exactly how to say her title, but she had asked for water. She had to ask for water, and she falling up with emotion. It was so hard. She had to keep a poker face on while reading these messages. But everybody that have to maintain a professional setting in that courtroom, everybody broke. Like, no matter how professional you were supposed to be and desensitize yourself from it, the emotion was just overwhelming.
Because
And
even in
that
some of
lady
those
had to take.
communications, wasn't Shannon getting at her own niece as if she was a competition?
Yes. That's what they were saying.
Turn your camera off, Bam.
She trying to show that damn helicopter.
All right, y'all. I gotta go.
I'm trying to show the helicopter. That's
I've
right,
been here for
Mika.
a long
Listen,
time.
y'all, we all have
All
to
right.
go.
Thank you guys for letting me
Right.
up on the panel.
Yeah.
I'm just
Good night,
playing.
everybody. Thank y'all for
Somebody said thanks for
listening.
letting me up on the panel. Good night, y'all. Love y'all.
Listen, we're gonna end and listen. Our next live stream is gonna be on our own channel, our main channel. It's called The Brew, and I'll be putting that out tomorrow. I want y'all to subscribe. I'll be doing a live tomorrow to let y'all know where the channel is and how to find it, how to subscribe and stuff. So thank you guys for coming out. Thank you, everyone. I want y'all to have a blessed and beautiful night. And listen, pray yourselves through this content because I know it's very, very triggering, okay? But I appreciate every single one of y'all for coming out. Please hit the thumbs up on your way out if you did not hit it on your way in. And bye, guys.
Yeah.
Good night.